Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Right away up on me through train ticket right across Mississippi clean. I was on that midnight flyer out of Birmingham, smoking in the New Orleans. Somebody help me get out of Louisiana, just help me get to Houston town. There are people there who care a little about me, and I won't let the poor boy down.
All right, everybody, it's a hump day. Move. Let's go, 609. Let's go.
Sure, you're born to bought me a silk suit and put luggage in my hand. And I'm gonna fly over Albuquerque on a jet to the promised land. But working on a T-bone steak, all the cardi flying over to the Golden State. When the pilot told us in 13 minutes he would set us at the terminal gate. Swing low chariot, come down, easy taxi to the terminal zone. Put your engines and cool your wings and let me make it to the telephone.
Everybody,
in Norfolk, Virginia, Tidewater 41009. Tell the folks back home this is the promised land, cause then the poor boys on the line. Working on a T-bone steak, all the cardi flying over to the Golden State. When the pilot told us in 13 minutes he would set us at the terminal gate.
Not worried about your mustache, you read the rule book.
Yeah.
Get that dog on that. Move it. Pull your wings and let me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles.
Get your damn act together. Okay? All right, settle down, Roger.
This is the promised land calling and the poor boys on the line.
Hump day. Get the cameras working. All right, let's get this party started. It is Wednesday, June the 4th. We are back in the great state of Arkansas. Great to be back after spending 3 days in Nashville. I still have the ringing of wind in my ears after I still have a window in my car, but you know what I told Jessica? I will forever be grateful for the sound of silence as I drive in my car. Even driving over this morning.
There's no
I'm thinking I'm going 80, but I'm going 60. And I'm thinking, why am I not making up time here? Because I'm going 60 because it sounds like I'm going 80 in my vehicle.
Absolutely.
But you know what? That's a minor thing.
That's baby
It's
stuff.
a minor thing.
That's baby stuff.
We are here back in not only in Arkansas, we're over in Hot Springs at the newest location of Family Markets. It's 117 Albright and Highway 7 South. So is it just Highway 7? Is that the best way to sort of describe it?
Yeah.
It is absolutely gorgeous. Good morning, Roger. How are you?
Good morning, David. I'm fine. And yourself?
I'm doing great back in studio. Josh Neighbors. Good morning, Josh.
You guys know when I travel, there's one thing I love, and that's a clean bathroom. Family Markets.
Yes.
The cleanest
It's the
bathrooms
cleanest.
around. The cleanest bathrooms around.
You can eat off the floor right now. Today I may eat off the floor. I may eat off the floor.
You know what?
I may eat off the floor.
Let's do it. Let's pick a plate.
Valentine
we're
video.
getting ready to eat off the floor.
Yeah, Valentine video it. Yeah, there is not a scratch on this. This is brand new.
Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. It is absolutely gorgeous. They're back.
Yeah.
This is the second Family Market that we've had.
Well, there's 5 in total.
Yeah, we remember we did the show out in
Mayflower.
Yeah, that's right.
Mayflower used to be the newest one.
Yes.
Now it's right here. And when you came in, you noticed that new car smell.
Yes, new car smell. And when you pull up, listen, it's the little things. The parking spaces are wider than the normal parking spaces. So you're not worried about opening your car door and hitting another car.
Not at all.
No, I mean, it's massive.
And you know what? Because you know why?
What's that?
This is Hot Springs, Arkansas.
I know.
It's the city of lakes, bro.
Yeah.
And all those.
I love it. Great idea.
Yeah, you look how
giant parking lot.
Huge.
Scott Hamby lives right around the corner. He'll be stopping by today. He said he's going to come by and say hello.
You know, there's so many other people that live right around. I've got a brother-in-law, and I guess his wife is also my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Samantha's middle sister lives just down the street from the Hamby.
Is that right? Well, let me tell you what, too. As you mentioned, Roger, the presentation today, everything is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like convenience store heaven.
It is really.
It's like convenience store heaven.
Because you know this store is right on the other side of the gates. Now, you've got 2 of them in heaven.
Yeah.
You've got one in purgatory where you're waiting,
Yeah.
You know, and then you have one on the other side.
Now, if you want one of those convenience stores where you get lost,
yeah,
it's so big, and you walk into a convenience store, this is not your place. Yeah. But if you want to feel like you're home, and you've got your neighbors next door welcoming you, you come on in. This is the place to be.
This is where, well, and that's why it's family.
It's family.
They put
market.
the family, the Hendricks family. That name put the family in family market.
That's right.
And here, one of the things we'll do, we'll check out the new style bathroom because
get you turned up a little bit.
We're going to configure these things. We're going to show you the bathroom.
What are you going to do in the bathroom?
Just going to show you.
Okay.
Show you how huge they are.
Yes.
They're huge.
Best thing
it's almost touchless.
No doors.
That's
the main
that's
entrance.
the deal.
Yeah, the main entrance.
There's no doors anywhere except in this one stall.
It's Wednesday as always. We'll have Trey Reed jumping on with us. He'll be by phone. He celebrated his 25th wedding anniversary last night, so he might be a little sleepy from 25th. Staying up a little party last night.
Dancing. Yes, that's what it is.
Brought to you by Arch Marine. He'll be here shortly. Craig O'Neill will check in. He'll be in studio with Josh. Brought to you by Petit G Meat. Will McIntyre, who is brought to you by Centennial Bank, will be with us at 8:30. Now, remember, guys, Will McIntyre was the one that got pretty chatty with Tennessee his last time on the mound, and so we'll have to ask him about, did you think that when that was coming up that you'd see him in 2 weeks, again. So we'll visit with him. We'll play a little match game if we can. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse.
We got match game. We got Family Feud to do this week too, don't we?
Yeah. And anyway, we'll be back in studio tomorrow, and then we'll be on the road Friday. Speaking of Will McIntyre, the Razorbacks play Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't like it. I like Friday, Saturday, Sunday better. Josh, you'll probably be going to covering that. Do you like the Saturday, Sunday, Monday setup better, or do you care?
I don't like the rollover on Monday. That's
Yeah, I don't either.
But
it's a negative for fan attendance too. It's a negative for fan attendance. It's just I guess they've got to do that for TV, right?
Yeah. When was the last time television cared about the fans?
That is exactly right. Yeah. That is true.
So it's four series start Saturday, 4 start Friday. So there's
Also today, you know what starts today, Roger? Something when
fasting.
We thought that we would be there today.
Oh, the softball World Series.
The actual championship.
That's why we're here today and not next Friday. That's why we're here today and not Thursday or Friday.
That's right.
Valentine, isn't that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We had to schedule. We put a lot of what we did. We put this remote up against the softball World Series, and it didn't happen.
Paula, is this an egg white omelet? Paula just made me an egg white omelet. Now you can't get that normally here, now, right? It's a special. Thank you, Paula. They brought her out of retirement. Gosh. They brought her out of retirement. It's like bringing Babe Ruth or
get him a biscuit and those chicken wings. Not right now, thank you. So, I want a 1 bar. So you get me a 1 bar.
You got Texas and Texas Tech tonight at 7:00. Josh, I don't know if you heard the way Texas Tech won this thing against Oklahoma. Oklahoma in the 7th inning comes out with a 2-run homer with 2 outs. I mean, every game they do this. So they take the lead. It goes to the bottom of the 7th, but Texas Tech comes back and scores 2 runs and beats them. So glad we don't have to hear about OU winning their 5th straight, but you got Texas, who we love to hate, versus Texas Tech. Then you had yesterday, did you see Coach Curry and the team came back? I don't know if you saw that great video of them coming back on.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, they came back, and we're on the court there at UALR basketball, and there was a nice little group of fans that welcomed
Was Rainwater there?
I did not see Double R, but so you've got sort of that narrative still. We'll try to get Coach Curry on at some point. Also, Roger, I know you're excited. You got Florida at Edmonton tonight.
I am, yeah.
Josh, do you know about Matthew Tkachuk?
I do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do know about Matthew Tkachuk. So the Tkachuk brothers were the ones that were fighting for the United States when they played Canada recently. So you already
remember that.
Yeah, we played the audio of the 3 fights that started off in less than 9 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Matthew Tkachuk was the ringleader of that fracas. So yes.
You know, I have to take it. Josh, I have no idea because you probably didn't like the movie because it had The Rock in it. What's the one? The Jungle. That
would be
Jumanji. Jumanji.
No,
they had No, yeah, it's the
I thought you were going to say the other one.
It's Jumanji 2. I think they had the Tkachuk brothers in that at the very end.
Really?
Yeah, but they were different Tkachuk.
Jumanji 2.
Yes,
Google it. Why do you know that?
It was not. It was something close to Tkachuk. Yes. Also, you got the NBA. You know, Josh, do you think we've lost a little momentum because of this gap of when the championship series has started. It seems like we've had how many days now?
Well,
since we haven't played.
This has been something they've done for a while. So the NBA will schedule. I mean, even if the Eastern Conference Finals went 7, it would have ended on Monday night, and so we are now on Wednesday. I believe it starts Thursday. So
that starts tomorrow night. Yeah.
As so the bare minimum, you would have had 3 full days to get there. And then you have it end on if you have it end on Saturday night, which it did, you then have 5 obviously to get there. So
it just seems like
you do. Honestly, actually, Baz, you're right. Like I was thinking about this yesterday. For our cycle, if you listen to like sports talk radio and whatever,
right?
Like there's this summertime vibe that sets in.
Yeah.
The hard part about it is like, so if LeBron was playing, right? I remember there's LeBron against the Mavericks. Like that was compelling. Like I could, like as a kid, I could not wait every 2 days to have a game. And now it's like. It's tough when you. And I'm excited for the series. It's tough to get pumped for Pacers and Thunder every 2 days.
Yeah, I know.
On June 4th, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you. Also, while you were doing a great job last night at Boudreaux's, Roger, doing trivia.
Great turnout last night.
Josh's team, Queen Jessica, what did we get? 5th. Not a great performance, but Josh was telling me more about this situation where the Wake Forest baseball coach Tom Walter had to come out and apologize. Those darn Tennessee Volunteers, let's see if I got his name, the kid's name who came to the plate for Tennessee, and he's bopping his head up and down, like trying to get the fans riled up. And the camera's on the coach from Wake Forest, Tom Walter. You know what he says? Effing F. And, you just got to know that the cameras are on you, coach. And I would be irritated at this kid, too, because, as Justin Moore says, they're what do you call Bush League. But you can't do it, and so he's had to come out and say it. Of course, you know what the kid does? He turns around and hits a 2-run homer for Tennessee.
This is my house.
So well, I'm just repeating. That was. I'm just repeating there. That was just repeating.
No, I know.
Yes, I was just repeating. But I'm just saying is that it caught him.
I'm just playing. You're repeating.
Yes. Anyway, so
you got to be. But what are you going to do?
Okay, so
that's been going on forever. How cool was it when we were kids? We thought it was cool because you could see a coach say a bad word, and it might have been the shimp word. You know,
how's that one ball right now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All the listeners want to know too.
If you go to the camera, Roger's right side of his jaw.
Hey,
he's got like a thing.
Baz, you don't need to go to the camera. You can hear that one. That's one of those. That's how our ball you can hear Roger's mouth.
Well, he's got 3 inches sticking out of his right cheek. It's
Hey, do me a favor and flag the tape. Even though that one's about me, I want it. And you last Mohican head, you can keep your mouth quiet, too.
Let's see if, and by the way, let's see.
I devoured it.
Well, we caught you midstream there. You took a big bite.
But I ate the snot out of that thing because I knew I was coming in. Here's the other deal. When you and Josh start talking about Jumanji 2, I'm out.
Well, yesterday, this is what it's tough, James Valentine, when you're traveling with Jesus, basically. Roger never eats anything wrong. I go into and I get me a pizza.
No, you got 2 pieces.
2 pieces of pizza.
It was huge, man.
And then Roger, you know what Roger gets? He gets a 1 bar, and he looks at me like, wow, no wonder you're such a pig. If you follow my lead.
No.
I'm Nutrition Jesus. I never make a mistake.
That's not true.
I'm perfect.
Listen, I had to I got a kickstart with some a generic Manjaro.
Okay, let's see if you or Josh, Roger, can get this is not going to be easy. Josh should be able to get 1 for sure. We'll see if Roger you can get any of them.
What about
Justin? We're going to let Justin sleep in today. He did a great job being up at 6. He was a 6:09er yesterday, did the whole show there on the bus. Then he had to perform at 10 o'clock last night, so he had a long day and night. So I just told him we'll catch you tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Can you name me the schools, Josh and Roger, that made the Sweet 16 and are going to the Super Regional this weekend? I'll give you 1 right off the bat of the 5.
Yeah,
Razorbacks. Razorbacks.
That was my 1.
Sorry. Auburn Tigers.
That's okay.
Auburn Tigers is correct. Ring the bell for yourself, Josh. I'll give you another hint,
how many are
Roger. There's 5. I'll give you another hint, Roger. What's that?
Duke Blue Devils.
Yeah, I'm out. No, I'm out.
No, you'll get this one.
Okay.
You got 5. You get ready?
Yeah.
Josh, don't blurt. SEC. So there's 4 teams, and one of them is
Tennessee. Yeah.
Boom. There you go. See, you gave up on yourself.
I did.
All right, so Josh,
you know what? Because I'm thinking about another 1 ball.
So Josh, we're turning to you for the rest. So we got Tennessee, Auburn.
Tennessee,
there's two
Auburn,
left.
Duke, Arkansas.
No, you got Duke. Duke hasn't been mentioned. That's four. One more to go. Tennessee, Duke, Auburn, and Razorbacks. There's one more.
Let me think. If you want to shorten up being done with the conference, but it's going to take me a second to think.
Think West. Go West.
West. Oregon.
Go West, man. Who's that? No, not. But it's a good guess. What's that? They used to be in the Pac-12. I think they're in the Big Ten now, but I don't even know. But they've been a foe of Razorbacks in softball the last couple of years. They've got a great softball. Arizona is correct. Yeah. So the only 5 who are Sweet 16 and Super Regional. Razorbacks are one of those. Roger, we found out we're this done deal. Friday we will be in Fayetteville at the Razorbacks
So it's
Foundation.
a done deal.
It is a done.
So here's what's going to happen. Today, I'm going to watch No Country for Old Men.
I watched it last night. I watched an hour and 15 minutes up until 12 last night. It is so good.
All right, here's something
else.
else.
It's so good.
Here's what's going to happen.
Gosh.
Now, that's a movie we're going to watch and we're going to review this week and probably Friday, you said.
Right,
so we'll do that. And then, Josh, I want you to think about this because talking with Ballantyne and then Ricky Thomas, who's here, if we don't do Copland next week, the one we're going to do, we're gonna do White Lightning with Burt Reynolds. All right, okay. I want to do that one. You've seen it?
It's been so long. I don't know if I've seen the whole thing.
Josh hadn't seen it, so we're going to do White Lightning at some point.
Was that filmed in County County?
Most definitely.
Burt Reynolds.
Most deaf. So we're going to do that.
But I'm telling you, Roger, this guy, what's his name? Bardem.
Javier Bardem.
He's one of the best bad guys ever.
That's what y'all said.
And then I tell you, Brolin is great. That movie is. Roger.
Is it a guy movie?
It is so intense. It is intense from the get-go, man.
It's a great film.
Yeah. It is a great film.
Is it? You know what?
Yeah.
I may be so bold, thanks to Hawks Mobile Home, I'll be the judge of that.
Hawkshomes.com for more information on them.
Yeah, so we'll do that one. I'll watch that one. The only thing I know about it, and maybe I've only seen it in clips on the YouTube or something about the flipping of the coin.
Oh, listen, that scene with that gas station owner is so intense, and it makes you uncomfortable. It is just so good.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to watching
great
this,
acting.
so we'll see.
All right, couple things. Don't forget, countdown to kickoff has been announced. Bobby Petrino, Taylor Green, Niall Davis, Casey Dick. July 24th. Get your tickets by going to the Buzz website or the Hall, the LittleRockHall.com. You can get their VIPs for some pictures if you want to do that. And then next Tuesday, you got Betting 101 for women. Next Tuesday, everything's free, ladies. Free drinks, free food, all at the Amazing Cash Restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's really amazing.
I know it was free. I didn't know the food was free.
And getting in to do the Betting 101 is free, too. So grab a girl last night. Josh, who were we talking to last night that said she might want to go?
Shayla, Alex Burgess' wife.
Yeah, he said because if you got a boyfriend or a husband that likes to bet on the Oaklawn app or likes to feel like he knows the gaming world, come to be a part of this. Come be a part of this. Bring a girlfriend, and you'll have a good time. I guarantee. That's next Tuesday, and for that one, go Chuck at signalmedia.com. Chuck at signalmedia.com. Let's go ahead and take the break. Folks are starting to come in here. So everybody's waking up over here in Hot Springs.
Such a great story. You took such a great picture.
Oh, my gosh.
We're going to put that on the social. Have you done that already?
I have not yet, but I'm
Ballantyne has. He put it on social already, on the face and the twit.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
It's a great picture, yeah.
It's like you remember coming into Hot Springs on the other side.
You're like a Monet here with editing. What do you call that?
Editing?
Yeah, but something else. What do you do with a picture when you...
Photoshop, yeah.
Well,
you know what? There was zero Photoshop on that photo. That is just.
Are you serious?
That's the colors of this place. It's like I told you, convenience store heaven. When you come in, it's like
absolutely right. Listen, and on your way to heaven, if one of the things that you are taking with you, is your boat, you can park it.
Oh man, yeah,
you can park it right outside.
They think of everything.
They do here.
Yeah,
they do here.
And I like this. What's this called right here? This is
that right there. That is a stamped deck. This is a stamped deck that they also use on our Graveleys.
Back of trucks and stuff. Yeah. All right, let's get a ton of food. What do we got giveaways? I mean, they're here. What do we do? You get
here's
food, right?
10 cents off a gallon with your rewards card.
Okay.
Your rewards card's free. If you go somewhere, I don't care where it is, and you don't use a rewards card, well, then you just don't want to. You hate your money.
Yeah.
As the late great Ray Lincoln used to say, don't be mad at your money. Get your rewards card, and you can take advantage of these. See, free community coffee and Highland chocolate milk pints during the remote. So until 10 o'clock this morning, free cup of coffee, no matter the size, from Community, And to me, it's the best coffee. I love community coffee. And Highland milk. We know we love the chocolate milk. Free Bahama Mamas. Here's a Bahama Mama. This is it right here.
Yep.
Free Bahama Mama.
Yep.
Come get one of those during the remote. And a gallon of milk is $3.99 with your rewards card. Again, the rewards card, you don't have to keep it in your wallet. Once you get it signed up, you can use it on your phone and do all that sort of thing. But 10 cents off a gallon with your rewards card as well, on top of the already low price of a gasoline. That's right here at 117 Albright. It's on 7 South.
That's our man Justin Moore taking us to break. Josh, we got a chance after the show was over yesterday. We'll talk about that when we come back. Justin gave us a tour of the Grand Ole Opry on the stage.
Dude,
we got our picture up there. It is, and all the rooms backstage that are named after all the great Opry stars. It was really cool.
And and they give them different rooms. We saw Porter Wagner's and it's for older people, and then Roy Acuff. Not Ryman. No, this was the Grand Ole Opry House. I didn't even know has been around.
1974 when they moved from the Ryman over. It's of course you think about that.
That's where he's performing. That's where he performed last night.
No, he's performing there tonight.
Oh, tonight. Yeah. Well, he performed at the Ryman when we went there several years back, and we did that as well.
Yeah, we got a post. We got a stage. We got pictures with him on the Ryman and yesterday at the new one. So.
And those pictures of us there on that stage, those are fantastic. But I think you're gonna have to filter it. That's what I was looking for. Put a little filter on me, will you?
All right, do not go away. Trey Reed is coming up next. If you've got a question about the great outdoors here in Arkansas, call or text now. Don't go away.
The Red White Report is brought to you daily on The Zone by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
Over a week into the search for an escaped killer, members of the Arkansas legislature are now questioning how Grant Hardin was able to escape prison. The co-chairs of a legislative subcommittee overseeing the prison system told the State Corrections Board they are planning to conduct a review on the security protocols. They are questioning how a real corrections officer let Hardin go through the security gate. They wrote a letter to the board's chairman highlighting concern over, quote, broader system failure. There will be a memorial today to honor an Arkansas Tech student and her sister after they were killed in an accident. Mackenzie and Maddie died in a car crash Friday night. Mackenzie was studying agriculture at the university. She graduated from Scranton High School, where her sister Maddie was going into her senior year. There will be a memorial for the sisters in the Scranton High School gym at 10 this morning. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state, with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
When was the last time you went exploring in Arkansas? More importantly, when was the last time you went exploring the natural state on a Honda from Honda of North Little Rock? There are hundreds of miles of trails and back roads to discover. So if you have a passion for adventure, we have just the perfect Honda for you. Our new showroom is just that, as we show off Honda's best models of ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. We'll find you the perfect ride. Stop in today at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Congratulations to Alan Gallardo Lopez of Fayetteville and Lily Bershears of Rogers for being named the All-Arkansas Preps Outstanding Players of the Year in Cross Country, as chosen by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. They are among the 400 Arkansas high school athletes who will be honored at the All-Arkansas Preps Awards Banquet on Saturday, June 14th, sponsored by CHI St. Vincent. The event is emceed by Steve Sullivan with special guest David BAZZEL and linebacker for the New Orleans Saints, Demaria Davis. To find out more about the athletes selected or to purchase tickets to the event, visit allarkansaspreps.com.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
See Shelter Agent Paul Griffin in Monticello, Sam Eklund in Star City, or Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff. What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with The Buzz. We got a great lineup for you on Wednesday. Joe Klein going to be in studio talking all things sports, or pretty much whatever Joe wants to talk about. Why is that? Because he's Joe Klein. Always thanks Corky's for making that happen. Gabe Gackle, well, he's got a lot on his plate this week. Definitely love to talk to him. That's going to be presented by Arkansas Digital Media and Billy's Awards, all in Conway. Chance to win some prizes in our birthday trivia. That's thanks to Brewskis. Make sure you tune in The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
You're a rich girl, and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway.
Hey, Josh.
You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's
Josh.
money. It's a bitch
Yes.
and it's gone too far.
By close of business, COB, as Valentine reminds me, Tuesday, you're going to have some new songs. I'm going to give you the songs, some new songs for our intro and our outro.
Cool.
And they will include the Bellamy Brothers, and if I can find some of the songs of the other folks that we had on the show as well. I'll be giving you those to do with whatever you have to do to get them to shots and put them in the system or HB and all that.
Hey, friendo. Hey, friendo. You don't know what that means, but you will when you watch the movie. Somebody says, in No Country for Old Men, flipping the quarter, amazing.
That's the one scene that I know.
That's it.
That's the only one.
Hey, friendo. And that's what he calls him, friendo.
Oh, he does?
He does, yes. Rebecca says, agree with you, Roger. Community coffee is the best. If you don't get a rewards card and use it, then you just hate your money.
You know
That's
what?
Exactly right.
You're right, Rebecca. And it's. I mean, I buy the coffee, and I get it, and I'm a little concerned. I hope Sam's not getting rid of the Keurig, but I buy the Keurig.
Keurig?
You know
What's your
what?
mouth?
You know why I do the Keurig?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a coffee maker?
Yeah, no, that's the little pods.
Okay,
the pods.
okay.
If I use, that's what. Remember, I always ask you when we go to hotel rooms. I'll always tell Baz.
I just
give
nod
me
my
your
head.
coffee. Give me your coffee because he's not going to use it, and I'm going to need it. But I buy the ground, and I use that at home and refill the things that I have. But I get the Keurig now, and I take the Keurig with me at work.
You're a freak.
I take it. I used it yesterday, and I used my Keurig, my community coffee, in Justin's bus yesterday.
Wait, do you take hotel coffee home with you?
Do I what? Do I take it?
Do you take the hotel coffee, the K cups home with you?
Do you take it?
I get them from I get Baz's from his room. I'll get because he doesn't drink coffee. So I said, let me have your so I can make him in the room, John.
We got to talk about too.
Yeah.
We got to talk about later. Jim Marshall dying yesterday. What a legend that dude was for several reasons. But first, we got to check in with our man Trey Reed. Josh, if you'll welcome him to the show, please.
It's Trey Reed from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. If you've got questions about outdoor life in Arkansas, Trey is the guy with all the answers. Brought to you by Arts Marine. Arts Marine in North Little Rock has been carrying Yamaha, G3, and Tohatsu for over 50 years. Call them today at 753-7351.
Well, I woke up this morning and right in the Democrat Gazette was an article that featured Trey Reed. That will be my first question. But first, we got to say congratulations on 25 years of marriage, Trey. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Late night last night celebrating.
I don't know about the article.
Yes, it's about the black bear sighting in West Little Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, we got that delay going, guys.
Go ahead. You're good.
Tis the season for that type of unexpected bear activity. I guess it's not really all that unexpected, but this is the time of year when the young males in particular are getting kicked out by Mama Bear after coming out of the den with them a couple of months ago. She's like, hey, get out of here, go make a life on your own, and sometimes they end up in places they shouldn't be, like populated areas.
Wait, what'd you do, Roger? What'd you say?
Oh, Mama Bear, boys, y'all gotta go now.
Roger, that is exactly how my wife reacted to it when we were talking about it. She's like, I feel so sorry for those young teenage bears.
Well, as you get older and you're a grandpa, but you're out there, and you're a man's man, and You're not a sense. You don't cry at things like that.
The thing about that, those bears, I think you would agree, Trey, are generally scared of human life as well, just like we're scared of them. So they usually run off. But there could be occasion that that maybe one could try to defend itself in that kind of situation. But that's not the norm, correct?
No. I mean, black bear attacks on people are extremely uncommon. I don't know that we've had one in Arkansas in, decades. And I mean, like back maybe in the 70s or 80s or something. And I think there were cubs involved with that one. But yeah, most of the time they're gonna get away from people. Now, like that Woodlands Edge neighborhood where we've had that bear reported kind of in West Little Rock. But if you're out there or nearby or anywhere, I mean, no matter where you're listening, heard of a bear being in a more of an urban setting, a few things you can do, like you got bird feeders in your backyard, take them down maybe until the bear gets out of town. Don't feed pets and things like that outside. Another thing, one of a big attractive for bears, it's not probably so much in a place like Little Rock, but in these small rural communities where a bear might bump into somebody's backyard, like barbecue grills, smokers. They're really attracted to those, that lingering smell. So clean your smokers and barbecue grills. Maybe store them in a garage or shed or something like that. There's some things you can do to reduce the potential for conflict. But most of the time, those bears, after once they figure out, man, this is not a place to be, they're gonna go find a more suitable place to set up shop.
Yeah, it's always sort of fun to see. It's sort of hard to believe that, in not just Little Rock, but it's happened in Little Rock a few times. Trey, what else do we need to know happening around the great state of Arkansas? I know we're sort of transitioning into summertime in terms of outdoor activity. What do we need to know?
Yeah, the big thing to know is that we got free fishing weekend upon us, starting Friday at noon. Yeah, so, this is a tradition that goes back, more than 30 years now. We were talking the other day. I don't know if anybody precisely knows when we started doing free fishing weekend, but it's actually by proclamation of the governor. So Governor Sanders made the proclamation. We read it at our last commission meeting. But it's typically this weekend in June. A lot of states do this across the country. But, an Arkansas fishing license is only $10.50. It's a bargain. You can't even get lunch for that anymore. But we want to reduce any kind of barrier to entry. Maybe somebody used to fish and hadn't bought a license in a while or just wants to get out there and try it for the first time. This weekend, you don't need a license. If you're going to trout fish, you don't need you don't need a trout permit. Just get out there and enjoy it. We are going to have fishing derbies at all four of the Game and Fish warm water hatcheries. That's Lono, Hot Springs, Centerton, and Corning. So, and then a lot of other, state parks often has fishing derbies. So there's a lot of stuff, free fishing derbies going on around the state as part of free fishing weekend. But it doesn't matter where you go. You don't need a license between noon Friday and midnight Sunday.
Speaking of outdoors, Roger, Jamie Price from, we know Jamie.
Yeah, from the Grove.
Exactly. And he wanted to say he thought this baseball team for the Razorbacks were the real. They're the real deal.
That's a big time ball player.
He says Hogs are the real deal. Get your tickets to Omaha. Feel like this is their year. That's coming from a Rebel, even though he's an Arky.
Jamie.
Exactly. 661-1037 if you want to ask Trey Reed a question. 661-1037. We're here in Hot Springs at the new Family Market location, Highway 7 South. Today's National Cheese Day.
Yesterday was
Egg Day. Today's Cheese Day.
Okay.
What's your go-to cheese, Trey? If you're eating out somewhere.
Oh man, God, I love cheese. I don't know if I have one.
Josh,
go-to
flag
cheese,
the tape and make it happen. I love cheese. That's all I want.
I love cheese. Yes.
I love lamp, Roger. I love lamp.
What's your cheese, buddy?
No, I mean, I don't know, David. I'm probably it's gonna sound very boring, but probably cheddar is what we eat most at my house. But I think I got some in the refrigerator right now. I got some good Parmesan Reggiano. I got some provolone. Got some fresh mozzarella. Got
He's a cook.
He is cheddar.
He is. He's a little dash. You have to throw a dash of it. What about you?
One of the I've been going mozzarella the last few years. Okay. What about you?
Yeah, well, on a sandwich it'll be pepper jack, but everywhere else on stuff when I make some of those keto pizzas and stuff, it's mozzarella. Mozzarella's good.
Or Swiss.
I don't get Swiss. Yeah. I don't know. I thought mozzarella was. You tell me. I don't. Tommy Norman, if you're listening, Tommy Norman right now is telling me.
Your one bar is not as healthy as you think.
No. I never thought it was the most healthy thing.
Well, again, healthier than a piece of pizza. Now, the other thing we're going to do today, I saw a poll. What's a sound from your childhood that younger generations like Josh will never, ever hear? So, for example, this is so good, and this is a sound that I have not heard. The clapping out that chalkboard erasers make. Remember what teachers?
Absolutely.
They would make that noise.
Absolutely.
Or how about the sound, the intercom at Kmart telling you that your parents are looking for you?
How about that?
You never hear those anymore. You never hear those.
I got that. I got one for you now. Now it's one that I have on my phone. I don't know how many of today's kids have it, unless you have that on your phone. It's the ringing of a phone back then. That was the that sound.
We get, I hear it on yours all the time.
That's what my that's
I've got
my
one
ringer.
similar to that, Roger. What about the sound of just a rotary phone? You know, when that sort of spin that it made.
Sure.
You know, and I'm not saying that, you know, that as it goes back through each of them. That's one that I think about.
Here's another one that says a host asking you smoking or non-smoking. You don't hear that anymore. And here's another one that I thought was cool. Again, Josh, I don't know if you know any of these, but a cassette rewinding, getting faster and faster until that final thump at the end. You know, it was speed up as you're fast. Pow! Never hear that again.
Which one?
I know all those.
If you fast forward a cassette, remember it would really get fast at the end.
Yeah.
And also, pow! It stops. It pow!
Totally.
Boom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
What about, let me ask you this, Trey. Maybe you can help me out. Will you ever go to a mechanic and hear them say, a car mechanic, and hear them say, "It's your carburetor"?
I don't know. Do they? I don't know. I guess the new cars they don't. They just put it into place.
Fuel injection.
Probably not going to hear that too often anymore.
Yeah, not unless you take your Gravely to get a little maintenance done.
I tell you what, we'll take a break. Come back if you got any more questions for Trey. We'll get to those.
I like that one.
Yeah, there's a lot
Good.
I
know all those, by the way.
Oh, do you? Okay, very nice. Very nice.
Well, that's because his butler made sure that he knew these things.
Yeah, by the way, too, if you see, what did you call him yesterday?
He's
Last of the Mohicans, Josh Neighbors.
Yeah. Justin loves it.
Do you want to say thanks to everybody who came out last night? There was a big crowd last night.
It was a great crowd. We did theme
Razorback theme.
It was all Razorback, and I can throw some of those out there if you'd like.
Yeah, I think you should.
I'll throw one out there, and maybe we can give something away, or maybe Trey can answer it. And then tomorrow night, we're back here in Hot Springs. I am doing trivia at Mainline Sports Bar.
Will you do the same thing?
I'll have a few of them, but no.
Yeah.
And then you'll be at another thing.
The FCA banquet tomorrow night. Yeah.
FCA, and then we drive up to Fayetteville tomorrow night.
That's right. They're going to be a lot of fun. The Super Regional start Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh, got to go.
No, we're good.
I was about to say.
Solid. The needle thumping on a turntable. That's a great one.
Yes. The good old days. I tell you what is the good old days, too, is being here at Family Market. This is the Hendricks production.
It is.
Everything is perfect and clean and nice. We will think about eating something off the floor. James, what should we eat? Should I eat an omelet off the floor?
Tell us what it is.
Maybe a piece of pizza?
What about
some chicken wings?
Maybe some chicken wings.
All right, Josh, take us a break if you're ready, buddy.
This is.
Maybe not.
The system is not cooperating.
What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know. Is Rick still in there?
You're getting some thunderstruck here to go to break.
Is that Jeff Allen I see in there? What's he doing?
Hey, come on. Yeah, if you're out in the area, come on, get you some free stuff.
Yeah, you got the free Bahama Mamas, free pints of chocolate milk from Highland. Thank you very much. 10 cents off a gallon of gas. Free coffee, free community coffee. Guess what? Any size, you're welcome.
Thunder. Na.
How about dial-up modem? Do you hear that in here?
Yeah,
that's gone, right? Is AOL still around?
No, I don't think it is. That was the greatest sound ever. We're connected.
Absolutely.
We're connected. All right. Don't go away. 648.
How the girls all get prettier at closing time. How they all begin to look like movie stars. How the girls all get prettier.
The year was 1976. The hit movie, Rocky. The #1 song was Silly Love Songs. Stretch Armstrong made his debut in 1976 as well. And that's also the year Luxury Pool and Spa started building their in-ground customized pools. Hey, it's David BAZZEL for Luxury Pool and Spas. The family tradition continues nearly 50 years later with Jeremy and Shane Lawson designing and creating dream pools. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville are your pool and hot tub chemical headquarters. Great rebates going on now with Pool Life and Baquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Chemicals and Frog Systems that I use in my hot tub. Plus, you can always bring in a pool or hot tub water sample, and the chemically trained professionals at Luxury Pool and Spa will ensure your chemicals are at the correct levels. A new shipment of hot tubs by Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera are currently on the showroom floor, ready for setup and delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Pentair pool equipment, patio furniture by Fisco, PK Grills, and plenty of pool toys. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Standing Firm Farms Community Outreach Event will be in Conway Thursday at New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ on Sutton Street with the zone from 10 to 1. Standing Firm Farms will be serving free burgers for lunch from 10 to 1 and giving away free packages of fresh Angus beef.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Hi, this is Joe Klein with Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Whether you're dining in for daily specials like Cheese Dip Happy Hour, driving through for a barbecue bulk pickup order, or prefer our full-service catering, our professional staff at Corky's has you covered. Corky's in Little Rock and North Little Rock. We'll see you soon. And be sure to listen each week when I stop by 1037 The Buzz.
50 years of the open road. The motorcycle that launched a feeling is back. Honda of Russellville is celebrating with the 2025 50th anniversary Honda Goldwing, a legend reborn for the next generation of riders, because it's always been about the journey, not just the destination. Ride into the future with a Goldwing or Goldwing Trike in stock now at Honda of Russellville. Find us on Facebook or visit hondaofrussellville.com.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Car wreck? Call Rainwater Holt in Sexton.
888-8888.
8 for a fast response. 8 for results. 8 for Arkansas.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
You've heard it on the buzz, and I'm telling you again. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is helping folks step into the future with their summer auto loan special. We're talking ultra-low rates as low as 1.99%, up to 84 months to pay, and no payments for 90 days. Brand new, gently used, or refi your current ride, 2023, 24, and 25 models are all fair game. But deals like this, they don't hang around. Head to alcoacommunityfcu.org and drive into the future with Alcoa, serving 15 counties across central Arkansas.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
All right, 6:53. That was the Bellamy brothers right there, and we had David Bellamy on yesterday. If you missed it.
Absolutely. I'm going to fix that in a minute.
Yeah, that if you missed anything from yesterday,
Can you get back there? Can you get back there?
If you missed,
come on.
If you missed the show yesterday, we had several of Justin's friends smile. Several of Justin's friends from the country music world on with us, and then we had David Bellamy in the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, a legendary performer. That's a great song.
That's a great song. We sang a little bit. Listen, you pulled the Bellamy brothers up on the way back from Nashville. And we made real good time yesterday.
Considering it was...
Josh, I think I told you last night, I don't know, for those that are listening, yesterday's we're coming back in 5-hour drive from the Opry House to the station. When we were communicating, I told Baz, I said, look, I've got these noise cancellation AirPods, and I'm putting them in my ear because I can't handle this stuff. We got to roll down the window. So if we're going to communicate, you're going to have to call me. So we did. I had those things over in my ear. He had on the old school ones that I remember he had 15 years ago, which were the strings and the little microphone on the cord. And I remember him holding those up. That was the beginning of getting voice messages from David BAZZEL, was that little cord.
Wait, could you guys wire into the phone and also have the AirPods going at the same time, or is it only one?
That's a Roger deal. I don't know.
Say again?
Did you all have the wired headphones going into the phone and also Bluetooth going at the same time, so you guys could listen to the same thing?
Yeah, we were on the same on the phone calls. We were making phone calls like to you.
We take phone calls together. Yeah, absolutely. But no, he would be doing his computer and doing that, and I was listening to other stuff on that, so I could cancel out all that whirlwind in there. Twister 3.
Trey, you got about 2 minutes. Go ahead and get the last thing in, buddy. Trey, you there?
Folks yep. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I wanted to remind folks that June is the time to apply for wildlife management area deer hunting permits for the fall deer season. So we've got special permit hunts for obviously modern gun, but also alternative firearms and youth hunts. You apply for those at agfc.com. It's the same. We've been doing these controlled access hunts for years and years. But just a reminder not to let that slip past. But you got the entire month of June. The application period opened June 1st. $5 application fee, and you know the drill from there. agfc.com.
Thank you, Trey, as always. Congratulations again on 25 years.
Yeah,
that's
congrats.
a great
Thank
achievement.
you, guys. Appreciate that.
By the way, somebody said that we were at the Grand Ole Opry yesterday, and somebody said we were trying to determine if Elvis or Johnny Cash performed there. Saw a picture of Johnny Cash performing there, but Elvis never did.
At the Ryman. He tried out at the Ryman. That's what I was telling you.
Not at the new one, but obviously he didn't know until 74. Yeah. I don't remember seeing what picture it is.
You got to when he went to try out for the Grand Ole Opry, he went to the Ryman, and they said, "Boy, we don't want to." Yeah, so he was on that stage.
Yeah.
Huh? And so stick to driving the truck, boy.
Hey, there's a ton of folks that have different sounds going back, so we'll try to get to all those here as we go. Craig O'Neill will be joining us here shortly as well.
How many kids, and I just looked at someone who was asking about Josh, but which made me think, how many kids today have ever heard the sound of a belt?
Well, I saw that on there.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Dude, we don't hear that anymore. We need to hear more."
Yeah, you know what I mean. You remember when Daddy used to loop it and then snap it?
Josh, did your dad?
He never got a
your
whip.
Dad ever get the belt
I
to
got
you?
that. I did.
You did?
You all have listed every single sound you all have listed. I have heard at some point. So you. Well, no, you guys are like there's no chance Josh knows this, and I know all of these. No, like the erasers hitting together.
The Walmart deal. I mean, not Walmart. The Kmart deal. There's no way.
Yeah, he's never heard about that.
The intercom being like, "Come get your child." Yeah, like every.
No.
Okay. You ever? Okay. Well, you know what? Hold on. You ever go?
You know what?
You know what? You're all lying. Y'all are lying because here's the thing. When you go to the children's museum, sometimes when you're a child, Baz, would know nothing about that because you don't have any kids. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And they would call.
I know something that Josh has never heard. He's never heard no.
Trey, thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, Trey. Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all have a great day, guys. We'll see you.
We're going to do more.
Come by and see us at Family Market Hot Springs, Highway 7. Don't go away.
Just give me a call. Don't stop me now. Having a good time.
This is your official sports and entertainment station, Central Arkansas. We are 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
Standing Firm Farms Community Outreach Event will be in Conway Thursday at New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ with The Zone. Stop by between 10 and 1 Thursday. Standing Firm Farms will be serving free burgers for lunch and giving away complimentary packages of fresh Angus beef. Go to standingfirmfarms.com and order burger bundle boxes, quarter, halves, and whole sides of beef. And be sure to stop by the New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ on Sutton Street in Conway Thursday between 10 and 1 and get your free package of fresh Angus beef with The Zone.
It's where the big boys come to play.
This is madness! This is Sparta!
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
Over a week into the search for an escaped killer, members of the Arkansas legislature are now questioning how Grant Hardin was able to escape prison. The co-chairs of a legislative subcommittee overseeing the prison system told the State Corrections Board they are planning to conduct a review on the security protocols. They are questioning how a real corrections officer let Hardin go through the security gate. They wrote a letter to the board's chairman highlighting concern over, quote, broader system failure. There will be a memorial today to honor an Arkansas Tech student and her sister after they were killed in an accident. Mackenzie and Maddie died in a car crash Friday night. Mackenzie was studying agriculture at the university. She graduated from Scranton High School, where her sister Maddie was going into her senior year. There will be a memorial for the sisters in the Scranton High School gym at 10 this morning. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
The Diamond Hogs have their sights set on Omaha. Hear every game along the way on 103.7 The Buzz, brought to you by Whataburger and Edwards Food Giant.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. That's a 30% chance of rainfall. It'll be really warm, up to 88 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a 10% chance of a shower. More scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely tomorrow with a high temperature around 87. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds to hear from Captain Kendall Diggs. Brought to you by Stephen Elmore with Shelter Insurance. For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Stephen Elmore or give him a call at 501-537-0959.
Hey folks, this is David BAZZEL for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour Champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at SimmonsBank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others and make Simmons Bank your bank. SimmonsBank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
Fellas, don't waste time and money with low-quality online TRT that charges you over $100 just to start. Are you kidding me? Visit the TRT experts today at Low T Center for a free consultation and free test. Treatment is personalized to your body, and most major insurances are accepted. With the freedom to choose if you want in-center care or at-home treatment, you're in control of your health. Looking to lose weight? Get a free B12 shot when you start prescription treatment. Offer limited. Book now at FixMyLowT.com. That's FixMyLowT.com, and y'all can thank me later.
I'm Kyler Sanson. Me being in the construction industry and having 2 young kids at home, health insurance is vital. I got a call saying that my plan was going to be canceled at the end of April. Got on the phone with Farm Bureau and I got in touch with an agent. Took me about 30 minutes, and then about 3 days later, I was approved. So with Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas, I'm saving close to $300 a month. You cannot find this plan anywhere else. Get after it and get it.
Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas. Trusted coverage, personalized plans, affordable premiums. Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville have great rebates going on now for your pool with Pool Life and Backwoods Hill Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Spa Chemicals and Frog Systems. That's what I use in my spa. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. Check them out online at LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
And you can change.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Everybody can change.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right. Whoa. Hot. All right. It is a 7:06. We are back from Nashville, Tennessee. Had a great trip over there supporting Justin. Got a tour of the Grand Ole Opry. We'll post some pictures from that later today. If you missed it, we discussed it earlier. Pretty cool that we got a chance to have a picture with Justin on the Ryman stage where he performed live a few years ago. And then yesterday we got a chance. He gave us the tour. Got on stage again. No live audience like was there the last time, but it was just pretty amazing.
Where is the Ryman in relation to the Opry?
Ryman is downtown and off Broadway, right there on Broadway, and Grand Ole Opry is out 20 minutes. I think it's east of there. It is. They went out in the 70s. They said, hey, we got to get away and grow something out here. So they got the Grand Ole, what do they call it? The Opry Hotel, which is one of the biggest hotels in America. And then they used to have the amusement park, which they closed down. They got a mall there. But anyway, it was a great day and fun day yesterday. Great to be back in Arkansas here at Family Market, their newest location on Highway 7. Come on by. There's a lot of free stuff to give away, and it's spectacular. Everything. You go into some other convenience stores, and it is dirty, trash everywhere. Things aren't. You don't have the shelves stocked. Here, Roger, the Hendricks knows what they know what to do. This is what they do. It's in their blood, and so they've rolled in here, and everything is perfect in this store. There's nothing. I mean, the floors are perfect. Everything is clean.
It is
great food.
And I'm telling you right now, we have gone into the other stores, and here's we have other places that advertise with us. Then there's others that don't. And the ones that we know that advertise with it, they keep their stores clean. We just know that they do. Yeah. The other ones, after we left this, and I don't want to badmouth any of the other convenience stores. You tried to go into one yesterday in Jackson, Tennessee, and then you didn't do it because somebody was locked in there.
Yeah,
you never want to.
15 minutes.
If you've got to wait 5 minutes for somebody to come out of the bathroom, you don't want to go in.
I had to use the bathroom in, where was it at? Jackson. And because I knew we were on a mission to get back, I said, Roger, I'm not going to wait any longer. Let's go. I will hold it. I will hold it.
And he did.
I held it for, 3 hours?
3 hours.
3 hours.
Which is incredible.
Yes.
Which is incredible.
We were focused.
But it's one of the most disgusting things there are, and is a bathroom in a convenience store, truck stop, or whatever it is. But they do everything they can to keep them clean around here. Not just that, but the store itself. And here's the other thing: they, I'll say, Paula, do you have self checkouts here, Paula? They do have some self checkouts, but here's something else that they have.
That's interesting. Oh, I see it over there. Very nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But they have actual live people here that are working, so that's the cool part.
Somebody sitting there thinks you don't hear it at a Walmart now is I'll take you over here in this aisle because they've got so many checkouts. You know what?
That's you're not going to get that there. Here's somebody for things Roger will never hear again. A barber saying just a little off the top, sir. That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. That's obviously someone who I refused some of his private messages. Sir, I cannot keep accepting those pictures. Those are disgusting.
That's Craig O'Neill.
But it's funny, though.
Man, that hurt. I took that one personally.
No, don't, Craig. Don't, Craig. Listen, there's some people that look good with a bald head.
There you go.
I don't know if I do yet. I know I've got, if I wore a hammock, I'd be fine. Or a yarmulke, I'd be fine.
Good morning, Craig.
I said hammock.
How are you, Craig?
I'm doing fabulous. You know, Roger, you're always wearing a cap, so baseball
that's
cap.
Because
so
I have a spot back there.
I got
except
you.
I don't wear it to church.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wear it to church. You know what?
He needs to show his beautiful head.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
Craig's not ashamed of it.
Well, no, he shouldn't be. He hadn't. Listen, he's gotten used to it for 30 years. But I've only. No disrespect, but I'm thinking about doing this here. Valentine, let me see yours. But that's balancing. I'm going to shave my head.
Couple things. Somebody says Baz held it for 3 hours, killing Roger's nasal passages. No, it was not that. It was not that. It was the number one I held for 3 hours. And if I'd had gas, it wouldn't have mattered because, Craig, I had a window broken out of my car, and so we were going back.
Well, that helps.
75 miles an hour with the window down. It's so loud in the window.
I did ask you if you did do that, though, several times when we'd gone through a few places there because there was, I don't know if there's a paper mill around or something.
Someone says, I know something that Josh has never heard. Baz say, I was wrong. You know what? I will be glad to admit when I am wrong.
We had this decision. No, we had this conversation at dinner last night.
I would be glad to admit, Craig. It's just, you know what, Craig? These guys don't appreciate being with a guy that's. I tell Jessica, my girlfriend,
always right.
You should appreciate being with a guy that's right so often. That's what I
say. I wish Craig could go back and play back the clip yesterday and hear that after you. You said you didn't ask.
It was a very fair question.
No, he asked David Bellamy of the Bellamy Brothers. No, but you started off by saying you didn't ask it. You started off by saying you didn't ask the question, and once we had him dead to rights on it, we had him dead to rights on it.
Oh
no! You said you're so broke. Is that why you're? I didn't say that. I said, what did I say, Roger? I said
you said.
Are you doing it
for financial
so Craig,
reasons?
It's hard to believe David Bellamy of the Bellamy Brothers, who had Let Your Love Flow, and what's the other?
If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it again?
Legend, you know the Bellamy Brothers, Craig.
Oh sure, sure. They were part of my inventory.
You betcha. They're 75 and 80 years old. And they're still touring.
That's not old.
Well, I know. But hey, listen, you know how many shows they're doing, Craig?
Oh, man.
Justin Moore does 80. And he's 41 years old. They're doing 140 a year. So I'm like, wow. So I just
they were at Greer's Ferry last weekend.
They were at Greer's Ferry. So I said, David, is this a financial thing that you're doing, or are you doing it because of your fans?
It's still uncomfortable,
I don't have a problem asking.
We know you don't.
Listen,
yes.
It's like when you see folks on the corner that said, holding up a sign, we'll work for food. Well, that's what I do every day, too. I'm doing that right now. And I'm doing this job for two reasons. For the money, for the love, and for whatever. But we're doing it for the money. But when you ask them that,
it's a fair question. Are you
Is it fair? We all kind of guffawed a little bit at it. You act like you, and then it went from I didn't say it like that to, well, you know what? I'm asking the tough questions, and that's what he did. He moved the goalposts. Moved the goalposts.
If he said 70, that's why I asked. If he said 70, I wouldn't have gone there. 140, like, wow, okay.
David BAZZEL is one of the best interviewers, if not the best interviewer I know. Craig, no disrespect to you. I don't remember you doing it. When I see you do it, I know you're very good. David is one of the best, and he can turn a phrase and come around. For a couple of, number one, he's got a pure heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a pure heart. and he's so good looking because not only does he ask the Bellman brother, so you cats are working because you're low on funds. Then he asks Priscilla Block, or tells Priscilla Block, I like your hair.
I love her big hair.
That's creepy coming
I love her
from
big
me.
hair. You know what she said, Craig? Yeah. She goes, thank you.
I know.
She goes, I love
like
my
you.
big hair, too.
I know.
I like your hair.
What's she gonna say?
Because I was.
But listen, you know what?
She
Just like
didn't hang
Lainey
out?
Wilson. See, you can talk about Lainey Wilson's pants, but you can't talk about a girl's beautiful hair. I'm sorry.
I like your
I'm
hair.
not sorry. Exactly what I said, Craig.
You know what? That's
If
fine.
you isolate that phrase, it comes across a
here's
tad
here's
abrupt.
on the D3 Auto Sales text line, Craig, and we'll ask you this too. Valentine, you'll know this one. This is a fantastic one from Pinto. The click sound you hear whenever the cigarette lighter was lit.
Oh,
was on fire.
yes. It
You remember
clicks
that?
out, yes.
You knew
Sure.
that sound was a click.
Craig, we're doing. There's a poll today
That's
on
awesome, Pinto.
our service that we get. It says, "What's a sound from your childhood that younger generations will never hear?" So we've got 100 of those already, and we'll continue to do those. I wanted to hit a couple things real quick though before we get to Craig's opening. Again, the Razorbacks are playing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, not Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to go up there Friday and try to visit with maybe Courtney Deifel, some other. We're probably not going to get Dave Van Horn, but some of the other folks as they get ready to kick off the weekend. I don't like it, Craig, because it takes away. That means if we have to play Monday, it's a work day. And I think it hurts the fan turnout instead of going Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So a little disappointed about that. We are playing Tennessee, one of only 4 SEC teams that are there.
If we get there.
That's right. Well, we're going to the World Series. Yeah. Well,
we're
we'll
hot,
get to
buddy.
That.
We are hot.
We are. I mean, most people are still picking us to win the World Series. Got to get there first. World Series for women starts tonight. You got Texas versus Texas Tech. You got the Stanley Cup starting tonight. You got the NBA final starting tomorrow night. And of course, ULR, Craig, they were welcomed back to their big crowd yesterday. Congratulations to them.
And you got the Belmont.
You got the Belmont. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talked about the Belmont coming up, Craig. You're exactly.
Listen, Craig is our
horse guy. And Scott Hammy's coming by today, Craig, and Mystic Dan, as you mentioned, was the first Kentucky Derby winner to go back and win at Churchill Downs in a long time. I think maybe since 1950. They just don't do it very often. The winning horse for Kentucky Derby doesn't go back to Churchill Downs, but he did win last week.
Blame Stakes. Blame, by the way, was a horse that beat that won the Breeders' Cup, and they named a race after him. And Mystic Dan, you don't think about 3-year-olds getting bigger and stronger as a 4-year-old. I looked at Mystic Dan, and he is huge. He's like David BAZZEL at the age of 22. It's incredible.
That's huge, man. I'm just saying it's a big boy.
Okay, so listen, Craig is our horse correspondent.
There's no doubt.
Okay, here's another one. Don't blurt on this, Craig. I want to see if and I don't think Josh has any idea on this.
Okay,
Raj.
Josh, you're out.
Josh, have you heard of Jim Marshall, who played for the Vikings?
Nope.
Okay, so that's okay. That's okay.
Sure.
He's not one of the. He was part of the Purple People Eaters, Josh, which was the defensive line for the Minnesota Vikings back when the defensive lines had names like the Steel Curtain for the Steelers and
back when more than if nothing else.
Fearsome Foursome. Yeah. For
Other
the Rams,
than the Astrodome, everybody else played outside, even Minnesota.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So let's see if he can get this. There's 2 things we should know about Jim Marshall's life, Craig O'Neill. What are they in his career?
Come on.
Oh, I don't know. You've got it there in front of me. I have no idea. I'm waiting to hear the answer.
Okay.
You're not going to hear it from me.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm just trying to ask if
Let me see if I can get him.
See if Roger's got it. Okay.
He ran a touchdown
the wrong way.
He picked up a fumble, ran 66 yards, ran the wrong way. It was a safety instead of a. It was the most embarrassing thing. His teammates were trying to wave him.
Yeah.
And I actually did that in a practice when I was in Pee Wee Leagues. It was very embarrassing. Right. But what was the other thing, Raj?
His personal life. He's a judge.
No.
It was not.
You're thinking of Alan Page.
That's right.
He's the
okay,
judge.
my bad. Okay, Jim Marshall.
Think of this. Think of Iron Man. Not Marvel Iron Man.
Say it slower. It might help.
Iron Man.
Do you have some consecutive game played streak?
He had the record that Brett Favre finally broke. It was 282 consecutive games.
Oh. Where'd he go, Josh?
270 with the Vikings. Yeah, it was there in 1979 and stood until Brett Favre broke it. Ironically, in a Vikings uniform. It was when he went. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah, he goes to the Viking. He breaks.
That's something.
Nice
It
footnote.
is. That's a great trivia
Fist
question.
bump, Josh. Way to go, babe.
Way to go there, Last Mohicans. Hey, do we have baseball tickets to give away?
Josh, do we?
We
I
do.
don't know. Do we?
All right. Well, here's the deal. I want to give them away with my Razorback question from last night. You can't say anything, Josh, and that caller can have Craig help him.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure.
So what are the tickets?
Not
what
much
are the
help,
tickets?
but
No, you'll be helped.
I'm not confident. I'm not confident.
Listen, you're a smart guy,
No.
and like me, Craig, you're in radio for a lot of reasons. One of them is because you maintain and retain useless information. All right, here's the deal. So, what is the game, Josh, that we have tickets for?
Well, it says I'm confused.
That's okay, Bob. I'm sorry.
The email from Chuck is a little confusing. I know. I
got you.
Let's
All right,
make
well,
Craig
look and
look
see.
bad.
No,
Let's look and see if we've got what we have to
And
give away.
if you want to play, call 433-1037. Is that the number? 661-1037. Excuse me. 661-1037.
I did want to mention, did you guys, and I hate to bring up a negative, ugly story at 7:15, but I tell you, I hate to read these kind of things. Did you read about the lawsuit by the Indiana basketball players?
No.
So this was during Bobby Knight's era, and it didn't have to do with Bobby Knight. It's a lawsuit that alleges or says that the team doctor for Indiana, this is men.
Oh, no.
6'11" men they were looked at by a physician, Dr. Bomba, for 30 years up into the 1990s, who routinely gave them rectal exams during the year, saying that was a part of their deal. Obviously, 18-year-olds are not supposed to be getting rectal exams, and so he did this for years, and nobody stepped in to say. And then obviously there's some other accusations, but and this was brought to Bobby Knight's attention, and Bobby Knight said, "You whatever the doctor does, you go along with it." So this dude was doing this to all these basketball players, saying, "This is what you're supposed to be doing."
Oh my
gosh! I know. Did it for 30 years. Remember Michigan?
Where's he at now?
He just died. He just died.
So now they're telling us?
I know. The Michigan State guy, remember what the Michigan State guy did to the gym?
With the women.
Yeah, so this stuff, I hate it that it goes on, and people are, you don't want to challenge what the doctor says.
Well, no, you never would. I mean, when what year did he begin this stuff?
This was, it ended in the 90s, so it went back to the 70s.
Because we think
1970s.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, how about that?
I don't know what that was going. Come on, Bobby. You rest in peace, you weirdo, for allowing that to happen. I don't know who this doctor was.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
Dr. Bradford Bomba. Yeah, anyway, it's just really disturbing. And these guys now, these guys have had this in their head all these years. They knew. Yeah, as they got older.
There's something wrong with that.
You're right. You don't get those kind of exams until you're 45 years old. And,
You're right.
And so... And that was part of his warped way of doing it. Again, Michigan State just went through that with what that guy did with the gymnastic girls.
You think about it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Why did they do that for me when I applied here?
And speaking of body parts, I wanted to go.
Get Acre on the phone.
I want to transition to the next one. So does Arnold Schwarzenegger? I saw where Arnold Schwarzenegger said he saw his son's weenie on TV, and so I didn't know that his son.
That's because I filmed it myself. I made it. It was a home movie. I put it on my big screen TV deal.
Did you know that Arnold's
son?
Stand there.
Arnold's son, Patrick, did full frontal nudity in The White Lotus. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know. I guess I don't know who this guy is. I know the guy that he got.
You would know who my boy is. That's like helicopter.
Well, the other was the maid. Remember, he had an affair with the maid, and that kid looks like him.
He looks exactly like him. He looked like a little bitty 7-year-old Lou Ferrigno with his green with a big old square head. That's my boy.
So this is what Arnold, you said. He said that I couldn't believe it. He said, I'm watching the show, and I'm watching the butt sticking out, and then all of a sudden I see the weenie. He said, what is going on here? This is crazy.
I was so proud of that. And it was on my 7,500-inch screen TV there. It was so massive. It looked like a speed bump in front of your mall.
Well, somebody said you did the same thing, Arnold, in Conan and Terminator, but he said, no, he did not do frontal. He apparently
I did not do that. I would never have done that.
Remember in Terminator?
Because of all the steroids I did, people would say, what's the matter with Arnold Turtle? It's not there. It was not there. So I just showed you my buttocks, my amazing Austrian buttocks.
So is that the daughter of the woman he divorced? I guess the Kennedy is it?
No,
Schreiber?
This is the boy. I don't know if it's Schreiber's. Is it Schreiber? You sure?
Shriver.
You sure it's not The Maid? He's an actor too.
Josh, Craig, now you've done movies. Roger's done movies. Would you do a nude scene if asked for $1 million?
You know, I've often thought about that. Have you, Roger?
Yeah.
$1 million.
Is that take home?
Yes.
Yes, I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would.
You want,
but it'd be gross.
You know what, Craig? Would you do one for $1.5 million with me?
Okay,
yes,
I'm out.
Yes.
I'm out.
No, it's not. Let's take them. I would do it now. Terry Bradshaw, did back.
Oh my gosh, Terry Bradshaw took his shirt off with Roger.
Yeah.
He what shot on? He's 75 and he feels good about his physique. He was naked in a failure to launch.
That's right, but not frontal.
Well, he walked. It showed his butt the whole time. But
it's not like the Dewey Cox story.
No. But still, you're 75, showing your butt.
Absolutely.
Took his shirt off, and we took a picture. He didn't mind. We didn't post it or anything.
Listen, he'd do it again right now with that ranch he's got to buy. I can tell you, or pay for it. I can tell you that. But I would probably do it for a nature thing.
50,000?
No.
50,000?
Probably. As long as whatever you're offering me is take home.
Craig, we got the word on the numbers on the Terry Bradshaw comment. It was heard. It was exposed to 42 million people.
Man, that's exposure. No, that's exposure.
That's exposure. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
661-1037.
As Josh is telling me the tickets that we have those, and Josh, whichever ones you say. So if anybody wants to, are these people that wanting to play?
All right, let's go. Although it's 7:24, so let's roll.
Let's Craig, and you can help these people out. All right.
So what is this? A straight trivia question?
It's going to be a straight trivia question. It's Arkansas Razorback related.
Hey, it's not easy.
Would you
not
all
easy.
let
It's not
me?
easy. You'll help him, Greg.
Yeah, but would you let me do something that I haven't done in over 50 years or 40 years?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Yes.
let's play Stomp the State.
Wow, that's a legendary Craig on the line right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh,
Josh!
Thank you.
You were a part of history relived right there.
There you go.
I got goosebumps
There
from
you
that.
go.
Stump the State.
Stomp the State. All right, here we go.
That's something that you never hear anymore, but we just brought it back.
You're playing Stump the State with Craig O'Neill right now.
Oh, my God. I am got goosebumps, and I'm glad to see you. All right, let's go to the phone, Josh.
Stump the what?
State.
Stump the State.
Stump the State.
Okay.
Yes.
So Craig used to do that as a regular bit on his show.
Yeah, so we're going to grab that, and we're going to keep. I want to isolate that, too, from him. All right, let's go to the phones, Josh.
All right, I'm not able to screen these because.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Who's this?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Caller.
It's Peyton.
Peyton?
Yep. What's up, guys?
All right, Peyton. How you doing all right, buddy? You're going to play for a pair of tickets to see the Razorbacks this weekend, yes?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, and Craig, you can help him.
Take your beer hat. Get your beer hat ready, Peyton.
If he doesn't know. All right, here's the deal. This is one of the toughest questions that we did last night.
I could call it high degree of difficulty.
Yeah, it was probably one of the toughest ones there is. All right, here's the deal.
Oh.
Name and Craig, you can help him. Don't just blurt it out, Craig. If you know it, you can tell him you can help him.
Know it.
Name the Arkansas Razorback basketball head coach who shares a name with a town in Arkansas.
That is a tough one. Craig, if you get this one, it's
Peyton, do you know it?
Oh man, a basketball coach shares the name.
Huh?
With a place or a town in Arkansas.
I got it.
Listen to your boy here. That's exactly right. There's a head basketball coach in the history of the University of Arkansas basketball team that shares a name with a town in Arkansas. Do you need help from the legendary Gregory O'Neill?
I can give you some help.
I would much appreciate it. Mr.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Help him out, Craig.
They are They are a big rival of the high school bauxite.
That's right.
Wow, Craig is all over it.
Who is it?
Oh my!
Any help,
so I'm from I graduated from White County Central, a little 2A school. So
that's
bauxite. That was way out of my reach.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Okay.
Around
That's
bauxite,
okay. That's
I'm
all right.
thinking it's around the Hot Springs area.
And it's both names of this coach.
Exactly.
First and
name
last
and
name. Yep.
That's right.
I don't think he's going to get it.
Oh my
He's going to
gosh!
Come on, Craig.
Craig, help him out.
It's probably way over my head. He's older.
Give it
Gotta
to
be
him,
older
Craig.
than me. I'm not.
Help him win, Craig.
One more. Okay. It's also the last name is also the name of a popular flower at Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Glen Rose.
You got it.
Boom.
Very
Glen
good.
Rose,
Glen Rose
there it is.
Very nice. Craig
There it
O'Neill.
is. Way to go,
Craig
Craig.
O'Neill.
I told you you'd get it, Craig. I told
I'm about to drive through there in 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
How about that? And guess what? The one guy who missed that question last night, your fishing guide,
yeah,
he's from Glen Rose.
Oh, no way.
He was telling me on the way out there. What a great question that is, don't you think, Craig?
That's not
I
easy
do.
one. Good
In
job,
fact,
Craig
I'm
O'Neill.
visualizing him right now.
Absolutely. And again, Craig, can you tell everybody what game they just played?
What game they just played?
Yeah, you just said it.
Stump the State. You're officially the last winner of Stump the State, Peyton.
Or maybe the first.
Maybe the first of
a new
more.
Stump the State.
That's right. Well, congratulations. Let Josh get your information and get you the pair of tickets that you need.
Let's take a break, too. By the way, Glen Rose, if memory serves me right, reading last night, Roger, had 2 stints. He was the first one, I think he was 7 or 8, 10 years. I guess he went in the military, came back and coached another 10 years.
Was he also an AD? I
think he had multiple hats, either 2 sports or he was an AD and a coach.
Because I'm trying to think of a Mount Rushmore. Did we have maybe 4 people that were not only a head coach but AD at the same as well?
As we go to break, we want to give a big happy birthday, Raj, to our buddy Frank Fletcher. If you've got Frank Fletcher's, if you've got his cell phone, call him right now or text him right now and say happy 50th birthday to our friend Frank Fletcher.
Absolutely.
He acts like he's 25, Craig. He's got the energy of a 25-year-old. But happy birthday, Frank. We love you, buddy.
I'm going to call him because he's going to bomb my car.
That is
All right.
awesome.
Do not go away. We're here at the official grand opening of the Family Market here on Highway 7 South in Hot Springs. It is a beautiful store.
Hello, Buzz Sisters.
Hey, Frank. Happy birthday.
Everything is great. Giving away a lot of free stuff. We'll talk about that when we come back. 7:30 here on Morning Mayhem.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
This is Sports Center.
Game times have been released for Arkansas baseball and their Super Regional Series against the Tennessee Volunteers. It's a Saturday, Sunday, and potentially Monday series coming up in Fayetteville this weekend. The first game is on Saturday, June 7th at 4 p.m. You can catch it on ESPN and right here on 103.7 The Buzz. Sunday, June 8th, it'll be a 2 p.m. first pitch, ESPN and The Buzz again. And then Monday, June 9th, it'll be TBD on both. The Hogs are searching for their first College World Series appearance since 2022. The Stanley Cup Finals begin tonight as the defending champion Florida Panthers out of the Eastern Conference take on the Western Conference champion Edmonton Oilers. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. You can catch it on TNT. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. That's a 30% chance of rainfall. It'll be really warm, up to 88 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a 10% chance of a shower. More scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely tomorrow with a high temperature around 87. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Wednesday on Out of Bounds, we'll talk about the Arkansas-Tennessee Super Regional. Kendall Diggs will join us thanks to Stephen Elmore's Shelter Insurance. We'll get his thoughts on the Volunteers and being one step closer to Omaha. Also, we'll talk some NBA Finals, Major League Baseball, and a whole lot of other things. Join us Wednesday for Out of Bounds.
The leader in sportsbook apps in the state of Arkansas, Bet Saracen, has a club you might want to consider joining. It's the perfect offer for you if you like to play parlays. Head over to the Bet Saracen app, opt in, and get all the details on how to earn bonus cash with the Parlay Bonus Club. It's active through June, and it could be the key to stacks of sportsbook bonus cash. The Parlay Bonus Club on the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
The best memories always happen outside. Hiking forest trails, paddling on glassy lakes, watching a waterfall roaring after rain, roasting s'mores under a sky full of stars. And with 52 incredible Arkansas state parks around the state, all that's missing is you. So what are you waiting for? Pick your park and plan your adventure at arkansasstateparks.com.
Brought to you by Arkansas State Parks, this station, and the ABA.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 1037 The Buzz app. He's a legend in the state of Arkansas.
See, if y'all run out on the field, it's going to say,
I'm
on.
Ass. His 55 years in television and radio broadcasting 56. Is unparalleled.
Who is on your ticket at 10 o'clock?
LaShonda Reed.
LaShonda Reed, get on out here. Come on now. My door is open.
He has raised over $40 million for charity.
May I ask who I'm talking to?
This is Bill Clinton, and I'm trying to save the taxpayers' money by moving myself.
Brought to you by Petit Jean Meats. Petit Jean Meats, locally owned and operated for 4 generations. With Petit Jean Meats, people always know where their meat is coming from. Made right here in Arkansas. Please welcome Craig O'Neill.
Thank you. And I'll have you folks know that I am now a Petit Jean Blue Diamond ambassador. Thank you very much.
Wow,
Ooh,
you're everywhere.
What's that mean? Free parking?
Huh?
What does that mean? Free parking at the plant?
No, I get buns to go with my hot dogs for absolutely free.
Craig is everywhere. He's everywhere I look. I see Craig over now.
There it
He's
is.
working at the Little Rock Athletic Club. He's driving the Genesis car.
Oh man,
He's Petit Jean Meats. He's
Man.
doing it all.
Man.
He's having a rebirth, and he just threw out stuff. We're gonna, you know what, Craig?
Yeah.
We just started a new segment with Craig O'Neill every week.
What's it called, David?
Stomp
the state. There
That's
you
exactly
go.
Right. We're bringing it back, buddy boy.
Hey, yeah, I meant to tell you guys. By the way, if you love Razorback baseball, Will McIntyre coming up at 8:30, brought to you by Centennial Bank.
Where was he this weekend?
You know, they didn't throw him. That's exactly right, Craig. I was going to bring that up. They didn't throw him, and which is interesting. But I think the other thing, remember the last time he faced. He didn't need to. That's true, Josh. The last time he faced Tennessee, he was doing some talking. He was doing like Tennessee. He was chirping. And so it'll be interesting to see, what he says about that, having to face these guys again. I don't like it, Craig. I wish we didn't have to play these guys.
I know. I was pulling for Murray State. I was so pulling for Murray State.
I know. Oh. Interesting tidbit here. I forgot. I read this information, Roger, when we were going down to be with Terry Bradshaw. He covers so much stuff we never got to this. But do you want to know a crazy piece of information, stat or data about him, a fact? Terry Bradshaw was the flag man who started the race in 2001 of the Daytona 500, the same race that Dale Earnhardt was killed in.
Oh, wow.
Is that not crazy? I know.
Wow.
Another little tidbit.
I meant to bring that up and did not get a chance to do that the other day.
You may want to forget that, David. Maybe it's a good thing you didn't bring it up.
That is so true. We are here at Family Market, the newest location. We love the Hendrickses and what they bring to the community. They're always helping people and schools and individuals and kids. And then when they put a product out, it is a first-class product, Craig. You walk in here and everything is perfect. And that's what they were out of the business for a few years, got back in it. and things are right back to, I mean, it's just an outstanding store.
They were just waiting. And next up, they're going to start breaking ground, unless somebody tells me something different. They're going to start breaking ground in Worcester.
Worcester. That's right. This north of Conway,
yeah,
right?
Man. Yeah,
Oh, it's a beautiful community.
Fantastic.
By the way, they have one of the best schools. The architecture of that school is one of the best in the state, maybe the country. It's perfect.
Wow.
There's a plaza where all the kids can get together. Everything is arranged so perfectly. We ought to take a picture and show that to architects all across the country. Worcester is the template for great education.
Very nice.
Well, maybe if we do the remote on a Wednesday, well, it doesn't even have to be a Wednesday. Just make it easier for you. Maybe you could come join us at that location when it happens.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll see.
Okay, that's a no.
A couple of things. We'll continue to take this poll that we saw. What's a sound from your childhood that younger generations will never hear? JB said a busy signal, the old school busy signal that you had to be back in the 70s to hear.
Oh, we got another one. The TV knob.
That, and then somebody said the static. The TVs have, remember you could go up and there'd be static.
There's no more, there's channels on 24/7 now, right?
Oh, you're signing off?
Yeah.
TV signing off,
No
that's
more
exactly right, yes.
Big Chief,
Craig, I said another one somebody put, they had on this list, clapping out the chalkboard erasers. The teachers, when they would come out, they would clap them to get the dust out of there, whatever. So,
we just clap, two claps.
Somebody says the sound of a quarter dropping in the coin return of a payphone or vending machine.
Nice.
Yeah, do we even do those? Are any of those around anymore? I don't know if they are or not. Hey, I wanted to share this real quick. Justin's not with us. Justin Moore had a great time yesterday in Nashville the last couple of days. Jason Aldean says encores are pointless. And, we've sort of discussed that. He says, hey, I'm not a big encore guy. I hate it when artists kind of bait the crowd into that. It's like, oh, I'm not going to play one of my biggest songs. He went on to say, I always tell them, listen, I'm going to just play you guys everything we got, and when it's over, it's over. Like, that's it. I'm not going to go off stage for 5 minutes and wait for you guys to cheer me to come back out. So that's interesting because I think I brought that up to Judge. I've never been a big encore guy either. I just like, okay, here we go. Come on. But
if you know going in, but if you know going in that that's what they're not going to do, then that's cool. Then we can roll. But here's the other thing. You're a Marvel guy. You wait. So now because of Marvel, I wait till the end of credits all the time at movies now because there might be something there. I don't know. I know Danny Joe Crawford and you both. I think Danny Joe was the one that first started telling me about all those things.
Huh. I can't help but think of Greg Hatcher and outrageous service, because an encore is outrageous service. You are giving service to the audience who showed up for your concert. It is outrageous service.
Well, the service is delayed. The service is delayed. Why don't we just go ahead? We got to wait. All right, here we go. They go out there. All right, come on back. Jason Aldean came back and said, "You think that the Eagles are not going to play Hotel California? I mean, really? Here we go. Come on. Yeah, come on. Okay, that's what.
Maybe if they came out and acted a little bit different, like it was. You want us to come?
What? Yes.
All right, we'll do it.
I think we asked
me, no, yes, come on.
We asked Justin Moore about this. I remember, I think a few years back, and he just said, "Hey, that's the way it's been done all these years." Roger, I want to mention with Craig a couple birthdays today, which we may get to later. One is Bruce Dern. Bruce Dern is still alive. He's 89. When you think of Bruce Dern, Roger Scott, what do you think of?
Oh, it's True Grit. Excuse me, the Cowboys.
He's
John Wayne.
He shot John Wayne in the back, and so that was one. And then
he beat him up.
Everybody hated him. He said it may not have been a good move in his career because everybody hated him after he shot John Wayne in the back. That was the first movie that John Wayne was killed in, right?
No.
Not?
No.
I know he died in the Shootist, right?
He died in the Shootist. He died in the Sands of Iwo Jima.
Okay.
He got shot in the back there.
Aren't you going to ask me what I think of when
the Alamo? He got killed.
What'd you say?
Aren't you going to ask me what I think of when you hear I hear Bruce Dern?
I'm getting to you. Yes. Yeah. Getting you. Yeah. The second actor on our show today. Go ahead, Craig.
A jogger on the island of Maui in Hawaii in 1992. He was jogging on Maui, and I passed him and went, "That was Bruce Dern." And sure enough, it was. But I didn't go bother him at all. Wow. And I did get a chance to meet his daughter, Laura. Okay. So that's cool.
Well, and Josh, you should know him from a most recent movie that came out that was one of our movies we watched for our Hawks Homes movie review.
Of course, he was in the Dirty Dozen, wasn't he? There you go. Correct.
No, he was not.
He was once upon a time in Hollywood.
You will not know this.
You listen. Here's something you hadn't heard in a while. Go to your room.
No, he was the guy, Josh, that
I know. I just said it. Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Brad Pitt went to his place.
Yeah, it was
Spa
Movie Ranch.
And you thought he was dead. You thought probably he was dead. You found him in there, and he turned around there, and he was not dead. It was a really...
I'm blind, you son of a...
It was so a couple other ones I wanted to bring up, Roger. Freddie Fender's birthday. I know you love little Freddie Fender.
Yeah,
little Wasted Days and Wasted Nights.
Oh, absolutely.
And then Gorilla Monsoon, Josh. You know Gorilla Monsoon?
Yeah, Gorilla Monsoon used to do commentary for WWF.
Yeah, and he was also a great wrestler before that back in the day.
I saw him jogging on Maui. It's amazing.
The other was I was going to mention. It is Roger. It is. I can't believe we talked about this guy yesterday on the way, and it's his birthday today, because we were talking about Officer and a Gentleman.
Yes.
It's not David Keith, but his birthday is Keith David.
Are you serious?
It is. How about that?
That means something.
What do you know who Keith David is, Craig?
Oh, sure, but I'm wondering now where he is.
Well, he's 69, and what do we know him best for? He was in let's see, Quick and the Dead, Officer and a Gentleman. He was in that one. Not David Keith David. You got him mixed up.
The white guy?
No, it's the black guy.
Oh, the black guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. See, yeah, David Keith.
He was the Thing. He was in The Thing, which was a really creepy.
That's a very good. That's a good one. What was it? You know, he was in a movie with I want to say Martin Lawrence. Maybe when a family
Barbershop?
member dies.
No,
he wasn't in
He's
that,
in Barbershop. Yep, he was.
He was in Barbershop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember him
he was in
Barbershop.
Platoon. He was
Wait
in
a minute.
Platoon.
You know what it was?
Platoon.
He was the guy who was the bookie, the guy that in Barbershop. He was the bookie guy,
right?
the mob guy, the bad guy, yeah.
Craig, I want to mention a couple of you because in your heyday at B98.5, I'm sure you played these a bunch. And Josh, I want to see if you can find this in less than 10 seconds. Have a little El DeBarge.
Oh, yeah.
El DeBarge.
Oh,
How do you spell that?
The rhythm of the night, baby.
Oh,
the rhythm of the night.
Man.
Guess how old he is, Craig. Take a shot. El DeBarge.
El DeBarge, I would say probably is
Josh.
63.
A pretty darn good guess. He's 60. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Come on, move it, Valentine.
See, DeBarge is the last name, Josh. L was one of them.
That's right. El DeBarge.
Right.
What, like the letter L, just like El DeBarge?
EL.
EL, yes. And then one other guy. What about Al B. Sure?
Oh,
Craig,
yeah.
Remember Al B.
Oh,
Sure?
heck yeah.
Night and day. Yeah, this was in Craig's heyday.
All I can think of is Jerry Curl.
Yes. But DeBarge was such a cool group. Turn it up there, Josh. Let's jam this thing.
Oh.
Let's jam this thing.
I turned. I was going. I'm sorry.
What?
I went to Al B. Sure is what I did.
Give me a second. Just stop.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
This is a
this
song.
Is an okay song.
This is one of those songs that grows on you. You know, when you first hear it, you go, nah. And then the more you hear it, the more you love it. I ended up loving this song.
It's got some cool jam to it. Oh, that's what I want.
This is the one he wants.
Turn this up, Josh. Come here. Come on. We're dancing here. We're dancing here.
This one hit me immediately.
We're dancing here.
Look at Craig. Craig's jamming.
Craig jamming?
Craig, you better not stand up.
This was in Craig O'Neill's heyday, man. By the way, Angelina Jolie, 50 today.
I'm doing the Janet Jackson, y'all.
Oh, what'd you say?
I'm doing the Janet Jackson.
That's what he was married to.
I was going to say, did he? Yeah. Let's go to the webcam and watch Craig. Look at Craig dance. He's still got it.
Is that a morning mayhem shirt Craig has on?
Oh, my gosh. We can't stand up right now.
Oh, I'm doing it from the
Craig
seat.
We'll let him get to the hook and then we'll go. Don't go away.
Oh, my God. We're going to do the mob.
Come on, Josh. There's real music right here. Everybody's dancing in here. Everybody's dancing in here.
Free.
That's with the coffee, the community coffee.
Free community coffee. Free your pints of Highland Dairy milk. Free Bahama Mamas. 10 cents off a gallon of gas. Valentine and I were talking. These are going out of business prices on the grand opening of the new family market here in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Hey, Craig, guess who's here, Craig? One of the owners of Mystic Dance, Scott Hanby, is here.
Yes.
Craig's
Tell them they've got a real
big.
stud now. Woo, man, what a horse.
He's got a real stud now, Craig says. All right, do not go away. It's 7:47.
Hey everybody, Roger Scott, and I've got some important information for you. Central Arkansas, if you are looking for a great way to keep the kids active, engaged, and inspired this summer, Summerwood Sports has got you covered with not one, but two. Count them, two awesome summer camps for grades 3 through 7. We're talking about sports, games, movies, and more. Plus, a daily devotional to feed the soul, and lunch every single day to keep them fueled up. It's the perfect mix of fun, faith, and friendship, and it's all under one roof. So mark your calendars. Camp sessions run June 9th through the 12th, and again July 14th through the 17th. Spots are going to fill up fast, so do not waste. Get all the details and sign up today at summerwoodsports.com. Here's the dates again. June 9th through June 12th, and July 14th through July 17th. Do not hesitate. Sign up now at summerwoodsports.com. Let's make 2025 the summer to remember.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
If athletes coast to coast can have a coach to help them become winners, why can't you, a radio listener, have a radio coach? I, Craig O'Neill, now volunteer for that position with this idea. Join the Little Rock Racket Club. 30% off the joining fee, and you get all these swimming pools, all these different ways to stay in shape. So much fun during the summer and beyond. Your Little Rock Racket Club. Join now. And if you don't, I'm going to make you run laps and do push-ups.
At ABC Supply, when you've got a job to do, we do too. When your success depends on getting the details right, we're there for you every step of the way. Delivering more than materials, delivering passion, commitment, and the confidence to help you get the job done easier. Our teams understand the obstacles you face in building your business and reputation, because living up to our promises is how we help you live up to yours.
For location and product information, call ABC Supply in North Little Rock at 501-955-0777 or visit abcsupply.com.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can. Only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck,
During rugged terrain, we'll find the perfect ride for you. Nothing matches Honda's power, reliability, and innovation. Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Listen each Friday during Drive Time Sports for the basketball insider in Arkansas. It's Bart Reed, made possible by Martin Orthopedics, with locations in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Cabot, and Hot Springs Village. Staffed with fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists. For more information on the web, go to martinortho.care.
Want to see our beautiful faces? Catch Morning Mayhem streaming live every day on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Just search 1037 The Buzz.
Na 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 na. What is this, Craig? What music is this?
It's getting ready to blow.
Come on, Craig.
Sounds like Stones, but I know it isn't.
It is the Stones.
It is?
Look at
It
David
is.
Bowie.
What's the song? What is it?
This is David Bowie.
Josh?
Oh, Bowie. There you go.
This is Rebel Rebel by David
Oh,
Bowie.
I thought it was Stones too.
Sounded like Stones, though.
No, it's not.
It did. Listen, you're the music guy, Craig. We expect you to get these answers.
No, don't go. Nah, because when I played the music, I would get on the phone with people. I never would listen to the music. I was always on the phones with people.
I got you. We're here at the Family Market. We'll visit with David Hendricks Jr. here in just a few minutes. Great to see Scott Hanby here.
Yeah.
Mystic Dan with a big win back at Churchill Downs the other day. I know Craig was super excited about that.
Went off
By the way,
at
this
4-1. 4-1.
Know,
How can you get a Kentucky Derby winner let a Kentucky Derby winner go off at 4-1? That's just crazy. That's just
exactly.
Man, that's a sin.
This Family Market's on Highway 7 South. Come by and see a lot of great deals today. Don't forget, Craig O'Neill's brought to you by Petit Jean Meats. Somebody said, Baz, it was interesting to hear Justin Aker on the Midday Show a few days ago criticizing Morning Mayhem on, quote, that they should get some new material. It was hilarious because the Zone did the exact same show 3 times last summer on what to put on a burger. 3 times. Morning Mayhem always rocks with a ton of variety and content, so keep on rolling over the competition.
All right, now who is this now?
This is somebody who's listening to the Zone.
No. What,
Justin Akery. You need to read it again?
No. I heard what you said. I'm trying to figure out what is the Zone.
Yeah. What's the Zone?
The way Baz said, do I need to read that again? Oh, my goodness.
Well, just make sure. Just making sure you didn't.
No. He was being but that's okay. He didn't understand, and I let it go because he's getting older.
It was the Zone. It was the Zone. It's a show that comes on after us.
I'm not real sure, but I think this
I'm still lost.
Baz, you know Roger and I are out of bounds guys. You know that.
Man. I'm not real.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure that I think this qualifies as infighting. You better watch it.
No. It's all love. It's all love.
It's all in love. Listen, here. Let me tell you something, Craig. I came back with David BAZZEL in a car doing, let's just say, speed limit from Nashville. That's a 5-hour drive. And the wind is whipping around like we're doing Twister 3. There's nothing that can bother me anymore.
That's right.
That has prepared me for today.
Hey, I was going to ask real quick, another thing I want to go through, because we have Will McIntyre coming up at 8:30. How many guys are like Will McIntyre? How many Razorbacks, in a day and age where we get them for 1 year, 2 years maybe, Roger, where we get a guy that spends his entire career here, 5 or 6 years, and he's passionate about the state. He's passionate about the community.
Love it.
He's passionate about being a Razorback. I think of a guy like Grant Morgan.
Sure.
I think of Zach Painter. Who was the other? He's from Texas, but I think of being a fighting Razorback, the outside linebacker.
It was the guy they sponsored, wasn't it? Is there?
Bumper Pool.
Bumper Pool. Absolutely.
Bumper Pool. Yeah. Guys that maybe not be a great pro, not going to be a Darren McFadden, but you know that they're going to give it all for their state. Who was the outside linebacker that led the team in tackles for a career? I think he's still the career leader in tackles. He's from Texas, small, undersized linebacker. Seems like all the ones we were talking about. Oh, my gosh. I'm just blank.
Yeah, little guy?
Yeah, undersized guy. I wouldn't call him. Oh, Tony Bull. Bull was a guy.
Oh, my gosh.
JB.
Way to go, JB. That's why he won Razorback Trivia last night at Boudreaux.
Craig, does anybody stand out to you that is in Arkansas? Or even to be, listen, it could be a Florida, it could be a Texas, it could be a Florida, it could be anybody. But when you think of him, you think of, man, that kid loves being a Razorback like Will McIntyre does.
Oh, I can think of dozens. But it brings to mind an interesting experiment. I would love to see a football coach just ask his players to be there for 4 years, even if they're just 3-star or maybe a good 4-star, to give me 4 years and see how he would do against things like the portal or the NIL.
I know.
Or just as an interesting sociological experiment to see if commitment with a marginal player outperforms non-commitment with someone devoted to money.
Well, Josh, we were talking about that quote last night from the coach from Texas San Antonio. He sort of called out. He said, "Oh, God, all you guys, because they knocked off Texas." He said, "All you guys that transferred, see ya. Fine, go on, move on. We got the guys we want here."
He said we won because they left, which I thought was funny.
That's right.
I don't buy that though. Like, I mean, you can say all you want to.
Making, I think he was he was trying to make the point. Like our guys that are here wanted to be here, that kind of deal. So in a day and age where you don't get a lot of those, but I think of Will McIntyre. He's been there 6 years, Roger, and he's the one that did the horns down.
Yeah.
He understands the hate of Texas, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we don't have many like that anymore. We just don't have many guys that stay, at one school anymore in this day and age.
It's a day and age that we live in right now. But for Craig, I love that you want those players to do that.
Yeah.
But this is unfortunately this is not utopia.
Right. I got you.
And that's okay. But you know what? Because when you say that and you tell the guy that, then the guy's going to go, "Coach, that is a great speech." And I got to tell you, I'll do it. For $500,000 a year, I'll be here for each year. Yes.
Well, again, Will McIntyre's coming at 8.
Yeah.
Somebody said me. You know what? Now listen, I fought for this state.
Yes.
I fought my guts out for this state.
Sure
I laid it on. I bled for this state.
Still
you know
here.
What? I love this state.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Way to
I'm
go,
not going
Dave.
anywhere.
And we love this job.
Yeah, we love this job. We love you, Craig O'Neill.
We love
who
you,
we started.
Craig
We revived. Stop the state, Craig. Can we do it again next week?
Let's
Yes.
go
Craig?
Hogs. Go
We're
Mystic
doing it
Dan.
next week.
Go Will McIntyre. Let's go.
All right, thanks to Petty G Meats and Craig O'Neill. Come by and get free stuff here.
Yeah, free pints of Highland chocolate milk, free Bahama Mamas, free cup of a community coffee, any size.
Yeah, free's a great word.
Oh, huge.
Free's
Yeah,
a
you know,
great
right. But freedom isn't free.
we saw that. That's right.
right.
Great,
Well,
great
then
line.
it's,
All
then
right,
it's
it's
just
8 o'clock.
dumb.
Don't go away.
If freedom isn't free, it's just dumb.
Standing Firm Farms Community Outreach Event will be in Conway Thursday at New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ with The Zone. Stop by between 10 and 1 Thursday. Standing Firm Farms will be serving free burgers for lunch and giving away complimentary packages of fresh Angus beef. Go to standingfirmfarms.com and order burger bundle boxes, quarter, halves, and whole sides of beef. And be sure to stop by the New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ on Sutton Street in Conway Thursday between 10 and 1 and get your free package of fresh Angus beef with The Zone.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Our guys aren't so bad, right?
This is taking unsportsmanlike conduct to a whole new level.
Well, maybe not. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The Benton Police Department is seeing a rise in financial sextortion cases targeting both teens and adults. Police say the scammers are able to get close enough to the victims to convince them to share explicit images. Then they hold those pictures for ransom until they get the money they want. Police say the scammers are targeting all ages and genders. They say it's important to protect your personal information and have honest conversations with family members who may be more at risk of falling for it. You should also report any threats to police immediately. Arkansas is now the #1 state when it comes to election integrity. The Heritage Foundation's election security scorecard bumped Arkansas up from number 8 to number 1. Secretary of State Cole Jester credits a partnership with the federal government to get Homeland Security data on illegal immigrants who may be on voter rolls. He also credits a new law that requires a witness for absentee ballots. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Catch the Buzz on all of our social media platforms, presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. They specialize in custom in-ground pools. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. That's a 30% chance of rainfall. It'll be really warm, up to 88 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a 10% chance of a shower. More scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely tomorrow with a high temperature around 87. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
This is Trey Schapp. Tune in each Friday morning at 5:30 right here on The Buzz as I bring you From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. If you like to hear interesting stories about the game of golf, this is for you. You can also find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com, to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
For every smile shared, for every adventure that sparks a lifetime of memories, for inspiring a love of nature that never ages, for conserving wonder for our world, for generations, for 100 years of memories made, and for the ones still to come. Join us as we celebrate 100 wild years at the Little Rock Zoo, where the past meets the future, for now and for the next 100 years.
Fellas, are you and your spouse looking to lose weight in time for summer? Head on over to Low T Center for prescription weight loss treatment options, including semaglutide. If you qualify for treatment, you can get a free B12 shot when you start. Offer limited. Book now at fixmylowt.com.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
March is gone. The brackets are done. Feels like we need some excitement.
Are you kidding? Do you realize how much is going on? Basketball, hockey, baseball, golf. It's like 8 seasons in one. It's the season of action.
And we can bet on all those with the Oaklawn Sports app.
That's the spirit. Now let's go lock in some bets.
Receive a 10% profit boost on qualifying 3-leg parlays. Bet all summer long. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Congratulations to Alan Gallardo-Lopez of Fayetteville and Lily Bershears of Rogers for being named the All-Arkansas Preps Outstanding Players of the Year in cross country as chosen by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. They are among the 400 Arkansas high school athletes who will be honored at the All-Arkansas Preps Awards Banquet on Saturday, June 14th, sponsored by CHI St. Vincent. The event is emceed by Steve Sullivan with special guest David BAZZEL and linebacker for the Northern Saints, Demaria Davis. To find out more about the athletes selected or to purchase tickets to the event, visit allarkansaspreps.com.
Here's another Whataburger DM. Miranda says, it's 2023 and still no Pico Burger. How do we get y'all to pick it back up? Miranda, we totally thought we responded to this. We know it's been a minute or two, but good news, the Pico de Gallo burger is back up. Yep, the 2 fresh beef patties covered with crisp Pico de Gallo, 2 slices of pepper jack and creamy cilantro lime sauce you love is back. And it's all thanks to you. The Pico de Gallo burger is back for a limited time. What a burger!
Chicago Cubs pitcher and Conway native Jordan Wicks gets in the zone with Justin and DJ each week. Brought to you by Crane Buick GMC of Conway. Crane serves with the best customer service, whether you shop online or visit in person. Crane Buick GMC of Conway. Stop by today.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Please.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's!
Go! Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They're below or above the knee?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Smart ass. All right, it is 8:06 on this hump day, June 4th. Wow, the world-famous Rebecca stopping by Family Market with her husband, Greg. Greg wearing
That's a legend.
Kansas City Chiefs and Rebecca wearing the 609 shirt.
That is a legendary Show with No Name / Morning Mayhem listener.
Controversial. A lot of people listen.
She's unabashed.
She's unabashed, and people come back at her.
But she is unwavering. She is unwavering. Now, a lot of people are concerned because they go, there's a part of me that really likes Rebecca, but then when they go, but she's on the same side as Joe Klein, they go, well, there's got to be a problem there because Joe Klein, controversial as he is, people don't like him a lot.
You guys live right around the corner. Small world. Yeah.
This is your place. You've been wanting one of these forever.
This is very nice. And
it's a great story.
David Hendricks Jr. joins us. And you delivered for Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca sent out the bat signal, and we came down here.
We know Rebecca. Also want to
Rebecca.
Thank you. Great to see you. I want to give a shout out to James Arrington He just stopped by, David and Roger, and he was a retired banker, been in the banking business 30 years, and he wanted to do something, so he's been driving a bus.
Okay.
And it's a CADC bus, and that is for special needs folks. Yeah. So he gets up at 3:30 every morning, and he picks up those folks, and he listens to 60. He says 6:06, man. He's locked in for that 6:09 call. So
that's awesome. That is awesome. You know what? And I put out when I posted the being out on the remote, and I went. It's a time and location. Hot Springs 6 to 10 a.m. Right. 6 a.m. 10 a.m. And then somebody. Let me see. Who was it? Forgive me for not remembering. I'll get it in a minute. But they went 6:09. And I went, you know what? Maybe we need to change the time. We're on from 6:09 to 10 to 10 a.m. That's what it is, and that's a shirt. And again, Craig O'Neill had it on. Rebecca's got it on. These are shirts from Design Lab, right here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And he's going to get
Justin Morrison hoodies.
And Justin
Terry Bradshaw. I think he's doing them for Terry Bradshaw. No, we already did. We already gave them.
We got some of the other people. Guess what? Yesterday, I'm asking Justin. I said, "Now, Justin, what size do you want? You want a medium?" He goes, medium. I went, "Are you sure?" There's no good way to do that. I didn't mean it in a bad way. And I thought, because you want him to be comfortable. Yeah. He goes, "What are you saying?" I think he held it against me for the rest of the show. He forgave me, and he gave us a tour of the Grand Ole Opry House. But I looked at him and went, I don't know, because things fit different on people. Different.
That's right.
I didn't know that. But Design Lab, you can go on our any of our pages, our website, our webpage, our Facebook, all the things that we're streaming. Look at the QR code, hit that rascal, and you can get. We even had some guys who didn't want a black Morning Mayhem shirt. He got a gray one. And Design Lab accommodated him.
Well, it's weird looking at seeing Family Market on your shirts. This is the second one we've helped you guys open, and the other one was located on
Mayflower. Yes, sir. Yep.
This is spectacular. We know we're back when Paula brings out the 3 pounds of French fries.
Oh my God! Can we show them? Can we show up
there?
Go to the webcam. This is why I can never lose weight, because this is the temptation, Josh, that I've faced when we come to Family Market, and she's
you do it?
She's very sweet to
She's
do
a
this
wonderful lady.
You guys, you guys try to find the key locations around the state. Why did you want to be here?
Yeah, we've been looking at Hot Springs area for a while.
Right.
Because, just so many people are moving here. There's so many things going on with the casino and the racetrack.
Yeah.
And there's just so many communities surround Hot Springs that come in and out of the city every day.
Yeah.
And that's what we're thinking. We're not downtown necessarily here, but there's a lot of people coming in and out of work, school here. And
would you say outskirts?
Outskirts.
Well, that's why there's not
Highway
an
70,
official ribbon cutting. Because it's outside the city limit.
We're outside the city limit.
Just outside.
Here at Hot Springs.
So you're technically still in Hot Springs,
Hot Springs address, but not in the city limit.
Gotcha.
That's okay. That's it. Well, you had to have that because some of the people back in the day when I lived here, you lived out here, you would still be in the school district that you wanted to be in.
Well, I was going to ask, we were talking about this earlier, what school district is in this area?
That's a good question.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry to put you on the spot.
You're good. I think it still is Hot Springs High School.
I think it is.
I can ask an alumni if he knows the district.
I see. I used to. And I used to think, but this could be Lake Hamilton. Could be Lake Hamilton. Well, because the people that lived in the housing project, they didn't have a housing project out here, so we were in the Hot Springs School District. Out here, you had folks, doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs. They all lived out this way, and they would send their kids to Lakeside or Lake Hamilton or Southwest Junior High School, and then. A fella said, you know what we need to do? We need to get some of these other kids from other communities, and let's put them together, and they got a thing called busing going on.
Well, listen, everybody's chiming in. Lakeside.
I thought it was
That's what it is.
There's the answer.
Well, listen,
I think my sister lives out here somewhere. I know my brother-in-law lives right down the street from Scotty Hamby.
Yes. Listen, I will, at 9 o'clock, I think I'm going to eat something off your floor.
It's
so clean.
About that. I heard
I may do a French fry off the floor. This is the cleanest floors for convenience store, any shop where people come in.
It is anything. Now, he's going to eat off the floor. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make an angel. I'm going to make an angel on the floor. I'm going to get down there. I'm going to take off my shirt.
Anything for people that are sort of tuning in and for sort of maybe been a couple of years since they've remembered, what do you guys have here? What's your recipe for success here?
Yeah, we're the same thing we've always done. We're just trying to make a nice, bright, clean, safe store. We want the store to be accommodating for the whole family. We want mom to feel like she can bring her kids in here after school and get a snack, and the bathrooms will be clean, and we have people here to check you out. You're not going to have to check yourself out. We're here to greet you with a smiling face and have what you want. And hot food, fresh community coffee, a coffee that you know what you're getting. It's not some generic brand. It's a good name brand that you're familiar with, and all your usual favorites. So that's what we're here for in our rewards card. We want you to save at the pump and save in the store. So
and David, that is that coffee. That's my coffee of choice.
It is.
Listen, again, I take it with me to work.
Yeah.
I take my Keurig, my community coffee with me to work.
Yeah, we've got their frozen coffee. This is a new program they just came out with, Community Freeze here. We've got it on the bar.
Wow.
So.
You know what's really crazy about this? I think this is fascinating about society. That's a world I have no idea about. I have no clue. I'm not interested in it.
No.
But there,
you're on the dark web and don't even know it.
Millions of people, they can't operate without that. And it's a whole new. Listen, I would have no clue what button to push, what that is. But you guys, for you, it's an important part of your deal.
Well, and just how much it's changed last year. Allegedly, what Starbucks sells more cold coffee drinks every
how about that?
Hot drinks.
What's the world coming to? That's the big seller now. Cold
David,
coffee.
and you don't know the world. Do you drink coffee?
Yep.
All right, David Jr. drinks coffee, and I know his dad and his uncle do. And I don't see Doug as much.
Not as much. Dad's he's all.
He's connoisseur.
Yeah, he is.
Your dad's what introduced me to French press, and I think it was at Cash
You
when
say
we got
French press?
French press coffee.
Oh, I thought you said French breast. Okay.
No.
Sorry, that's what I thought you said.
Again, dark web. That is the dark web.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
Breast. Okay.
But when we would travel, say for instance from Nashville back home, like we did back in the day. That's the freshest coffee you can get. Now, I'm not just saying that because it's ground right then and the oils are still
bean to
there.
cup, yep.
It's the bean to cup, freshest you would go into. The worst thing you could get, but you'd take it, would be old 5, 6, 8 hour burnt coffee.
Yeah.
It's the nastiest thing, but you needed it on the drive, and it was the worst thing in the world. But you had to have it. You don't have that problem anymore. You shouldn't anymore if you're living right. And community coffee here in the bean to cup with Big Red is huge. Now the other thing, David, is how you've catered to this community out here with the parking.
Yeah.
You've got the huge
It's a big parking lot and the double pump, so you can pull your boat in here, like y'all were saying. We're close to the lake.
Brilliant idea.
It's a big deal.
Brilliant
We've
idea.
got all the different fuel grades for your boat and for your car and your RV or whatever And right now with the card, we're it's under $250 at the pump here, so it's you're going to have a hard time finding it cheaper than we got it out there right now.
Yeah, I know it's pulling up. I told Roger even the spaces that aren't the boat are wider than the normal. Yeah,
they did a good job.
You're making bigger parking lots.
Yes,
Again. A lot of times over the years and decades, you see the same convenience stores, and they were the old models were not very tight. Yeah. Now you guys are starting from scratch, and you design them the way that they need to be.
Yeah.
So
you try to.
This is a different design than the Big Reds did.
There's a few tweaks.
The bathroom, obviously, that's what we're talking about now.
Over
Going
there.
that side, yeah.
Somebody says, imagine that. Baz, who eats off his dirty sheets, is going to eat off the floor. My sheets are clean.
I got to be honest with you. Can I be honest?
Yes.
And we're buddies, right? Are we buds?
I am.
Listen, the floor's cleaner than your sheets. I just believe that right now.
I want to say
just believe that.
Last night I was tired when I got home.
I'd rather light a candle than curse your darkness. I want you to know that.
I just going to show you how much of a bachelor I am, even though I've been dating the same girl for 9 years. I got home last night. We've been going and running hard for the last 3 days. I get home from Boudreaux's last night. All I ate at Boudreaux's, Josh was a witness. I ate the grilled gator. So I was still a little hungry when I got back in. See, it was 9:30. I'm tired.
I know. Go ahead.
So I go and I find my leftover voodoo pasta from some restaurant a week and a half ago. I bring it to my bed, and boom, I dive in, finish it off. Then I find some popcorn from Riverdale Popcorn.
I just find it.
Was the pasta in the fridge?
Into the house.
No, it's in my pantry. I said, "Oh my gosh, I've got the best popcorn from
the
Riverdale
pasta
Popcorn."
was the pasta in the fridge.
Wait a minute.
Pasta was in the fridge.
That's gross. That's gross.
Wait a minute.
Well, I warmed it up.
When you brought that popcorn home a week ago, you put it in the pantry.
I did.
And so, you know what?
I've done it for years. It's the best popcorn in the state. And so I was like, bonus. So last night I'm watching No Country for Old Men.
I'm telling you,
at
he
12
sees dead
o'clock,
people.
At 12 o'clock I'm watching David Jr.
It's an awesome movie. I heard y'all talking about
Finishing off my popcorn from Riverdale at 12 o'clock in my bed. Thank you very much.
That is your best.
Let's just say it's probably a little messy this morning. I'll have to shake the sheets off at some point. You know, what's the matter with that?
You know what he says?
It's just me.
He's gonna shake him off. But you know what? I like your idea, but he's crawling through. It's like, he's like Andy Dufresne.
What's in here? Yeah.
Andy Dufresne. He's crawling through all this stuff on his bed. You know what? He's crawled through his bed and he came out 500 yards. Andy Dufresne.
Well, you know what's a bonus?
Crawled through 500 yards of a sewage.
What happened?
He ended up finding pasta.
You're not a real person.
No, what's
Yeah,
it is a bonus.
He's a fake person. He's not real.
If you're, hey, it's a bonus. If all of a sudden I look and I go, oh my gosh, here's some crackers I didn't eat the other night.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like you find a $5 bill in your pocket. You're just like, man, it's a good day.
You know, a lot of people, so you don't have to put it on your floor, a lot of people might wipe stuff off their bed, put it in their hand or on the floor. He puts it in his hand, and that's just crumbs. You know what? Pop that back in there.
Listen,
my man, you know what?
What is the matter?
He didn't grow up a privileged kid.
David, what is the matter? It's 12 o'clock at night. I don't want to be sitting at my counter.
That's right.
I want to be, well, you know what? With my last bite, what's it? Last bite? Doze off. Right there. Last bite, doze off right there.
Maybe you've got it figured out and we're the wrong
Thank
ones.
you, David. Thank you. Hear that, Josh?
Exactly.
Thank you.
But the pasta's a week and a half old. Like, that's a week and a half old voodoo pasta.
Good.
A real
Real
bachelor knows it's good. This is okay.
You know what that does? That keeps him regular. Right.
Was there
when you eat
like a
pasta.
sniff test?
No, I can look at it.
Yeah, you can feel
it. A veteran bachelor can look at it and say that's still good.
What does you being single have to do with your ability to assess how good the pasta is? It's got nothing to do with it.
I've been in this game a long time by myself.
I cannot believe that.
That's survival is what it is. That's survival. Because I'm going to tell you right now, how many years have we been on this show that he said if anything happened to me and we were together and we had gotten, let's just say, abandoned, something happened, you would eat me. You would live longer if I died first. You'd live on me for a couple weeks. Well, let me ask you,
I wouldn't go very far with you.
That's a new show.
You're about 2 days and we're done. We got to find something else. Got to find somebody else.
You know what? But I'd like to think, as you were going through your stick and rock band out there on that island, and you're looking through again, Andy Dufresne again, he goes, look. I just found Roger's ankle. That is awesome. Let me have it. No, but seriously.
Yeah. I tell you, we do have to thank Paula. This is a tradition, Josh, that Paula, who's worked with you for so many, you brought out of retirement.
She came back.
And so what she does, Josh, you remember when we were over in the location. Mayflower.
Yeah.
She came out and she always used to bring the fried chicken the wings.
Coming out at 9.
Yeah, the wings. It would be not just one wing; it'd be 30 wings, Josh.
Yep.
And then you saw the mountain of fries that you brought. I'll never be able to lose weight. Roger, I've got Nutrition Jesus over here. He's perfect.
Jesus.
He's perfect. He looks at it, he goes, that doesn't make me hungry at all. I've got my one bar that I've eaten every meal for the last 2 years.
Listen. And I got Tommy Norman bagging on me now because both of them go into a DQ in St. Joe, Texas.
Yeah.
I get a salad is what I get.
How
ridiculous. And even I'll admit, it's ridiculous.
I told you.
It's fine. But they're in there. First of all, they got a double stack of cardiac arrest. They got a side order of carotid artery. They sure did. They wanted to go ahead and they washed it down with a big, extra large vanilla blood clot is what they washed it down with, and that's all right. That's all right. Listen. That's all right.
It's okay. Listen, and Paul, I wish she would not do this, but she's going to do it. She's probably going to bring up those wings.
You know, because that's what a good woman does.
I know you guys support the Razorbacks. I also want to say you guys have been a supporter of the Touchdown Club.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Got a well the other day.
That's exciting.
And then I know you're
hunting right now.
I got another big well that's right around the hook.
That's awesome.
I see him. Now he's coming. I'm going, come on, baby. Come on, pilot.
Why are you fishing him in?
Come on. He's following. He's interested. Now set that hook. Now bring him in.
Oh, you're going to eat him.
And this is a great thing. This is a great thing, David, is that I know when I say, ladies and gentlemen, this is the lineup, and I get there and I say it and I hear the place go crazy.
You can hear the audible response.
Yeah.
That's exciting. We're excited.
Yeah,
Am I excited? Will I be? Let me ask you this. Will I be excited?
Yeah, she'll be excited. You will.
Are you telling me that this well, will I need to not wear khakis?
Maybe not. Yeah. But you guys, you appreciate what you guys do in the community, and you got the same staff. I mean,
we're very blessed to have a lot of the same people with us, they're the ones that make it go. They got this store up and running and make it look so nice. So
even Steve, your manager, he came back to the fold as well. Absolutely.
I was going to ask you to come up here in just a couple minutes. We're going to go to Will McIntyre, and you guys obviously it's a Saline County boy.
Yeah.
We were talking about.
My wife taught Will in high school.
No way!
She's
Stop
a science teacher. Yeah.
Well, he reminds me of. We just don't have many guys like that who are here 4, 5, 6. He's here 6 years.
Sure.
And he loves his state. His dad and mom taught him about, orange down, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we were talking about former players that, that's sort of that way.
Sure.
Those Zach Painters and I tell you
that Razorback proud.
Yeah, that's right. That they maybe not good enough to play in the pros, but you knew that when you watched them play, they were going to give it all they had. So
there's not that many of those around anymore.
Not. Listen, okay, who would you can't say?
I mean, now David is he's a sports guy. He used to write an article for that matter, but he also is a Razorback fan. So he would probably name more of the Razorback players than I would right now.
Could you name? Is there any player on the team right now that fits that Will McIntyre?
I guess Gage Wood's an Arkansas boy.
No, you're talking about football. I'm sorry.
Football.
We're going to football. Can you name one?
That's tough.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
That's tough.
If Valentine either.
I mean,
Braylon Russell's a bitten boy.
Okay, there you go. That's one, and of course we almost
took a minute.
Yeah. But I say we may not have him still. We'll see. So maybe until he's got to prove it.
Hey, y'all want to sponsor him?
Of course, the difference with him, and I hope he's a money guy. I mean, just like all the kids are today, it's who's going to give me the best deal.
Tough. It's a weird world, man.
But he would be one that we would know because he's a local guy. He's high profile.
Right. That's right.
But not many. That's it.
Completely different to your point.
Yeah. So
it just is. It just is. But and that's the tough part. But we're always going to wear it. This hat I have on, the hat Valentine has on, we're always going to be the hat you have on.
Why is Family Market red?
Oh, my
God.
What was the other business?
Starting to come together, Pepper.
Had a color in that name, too?
There's a connection. There's a connection.
Yes. You know what?
Catch up here with my fries. Red.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow.
That's coming together.
That is genius. When you look at those fries, do you look at a person? Do you want to take those home with you?
Is your pop or your uncle coming?
They're on their way.
Okay. No ribbon cutting today, correct?
I don't think so. I think we'll go take a picture.
How about this? How about a fry cutting?
That'd be great.
We'll hold up a fry.
Everybody bite a fry.
Roger, here, hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to.
You know what? Let's eat it. Go ahead. Yeah, on the floor.
On the floor.
Very good. Thank you, David.
Yes, thank you guys for being here.
Thanks
Come
for being here.
see us.
Congratulations.
Yes.
And
thank you.
And you've got a couple more.
Yeah.
We'll
hopefully see you guys before the end of the year at another stop.
Look at that.
Is that the one in Faulkner County?
Yeah.
Wait.
Going up.
Rooster.
Is this number 2? Right?
This is number 2. Hopefully we'll have number 3 before the end of the year.
That is outstanding.
That was one of the fun things that we used to do.
Thanks to you, David. We're actually going to make sense now and name the stores and orders so we can keep up with them.
I used to love it. Okay,
Fire
store number
good.
No, store number 4.
This is our 50th store. It's store 1256.
Yeah, we were just what number is this?
That's
trying to keep up with you guys. That's all.
I don't know how that, but that's from years of.
It's a weird accounting.
It just is. But now, thank you for dumbing it down for us so we can keep up.
It's better for all of us.
Somebody says here as we go to break, it wouldn't surprise me if Baz put ranch or ketchup in his belly button so he could dip his French fries like that.
Ooh,
you know what? Not a bad idea.
I want everybody, as we go to break, I want everybody to close their eyes and think about having either ketchup, mustard, or ranch in David's belly button. I see it.
Thank you. Yes. All right. Don't go away. Will McIntyre coming up next. We're here at the latest family market here on Highway 7 South. Come out, check it out. Got a lot of freebies you're giving away today. Got a lot of great deals.
Yeah, we got the free Highland chocolate milk in the pint, free community coffee any size, and Bahama Mamas. All of that is as long as we are here, which is 10 o'clock. 10 cents off on a gallon of gas for how long?
For the rest of the month.
For the rest of the month. All you got to do is come in and get you a family rewards card, or a family market rewards card. Don't cost nothing. And if you don't have a rewards card from any place, I mean, you're ridiculous, but $3.99 for a gallon of milk. For a gallon of milk with your rewards card.
We've got to play Family Feud later today.
Oh, cool.
And then tomorrow is our only day in studio this week. It's going to be jam-packed crazy tomorrow. Got a lot of guests coming up. Then we hit the road. We're going up to Fayetteville to be to sort of kick off the weekend for the Super Regional.
Deal. I'll be doing Mainline Stevia, and then as soon as that done, so we'll be getting up into Fayetteville and getting our hotel room somewhere. Will it be closer
12.
to after midnight or closer to 1 a.m.?
Yeah, I don't know. But that's what we do, Dave. We keep on the go.
Hardest working men in show
Thank
business.
you.
Because we want to.
You know what? You know who we do it for, Roger?
Yeah.
Every person listening right now. We're doing it for you. All right.
Nailed it.
Will McIntyre up next.
It can't stop, I wonder.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Game times have been released for Arkansas baseball and their Super Regional Series against the Tennessee Volunteers. It's a Saturday, Sunday, and potentially Monday series coming up in Fayetteville this weekend. The first game is on Saturday, June 7th at 4 p.m. You can catch it on ESPN and right here on 103.7 The Buzz. Sunday, June 8th, it'll be a 2 p.m. first pitch, ESPN and The Buzz again. And then Monday, June 9th, it'll be TBD on both. The Hogs are searching for their first College World Series appearance since 2022. The Stanley Cup Finals begin tonight as the defending champion Florida Panthers out of the Eastern Conference take on the Western Conference champion Edmonton Oilers. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. You can catch it on TNT. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. That's a 30% chance of rainfall. It'll be really warm, up to 88 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a 10% chance of a shower. More scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely tomorrow with a high temperature around 87. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen to Out of Bounds every day to hear about what's trending on social media and whether listeners agree or disagree. Engaging conversations about engaging topics. Sponsored by Arkansas-based West Rock Coffee. Join West Rock and their 1.5 million coffee farmers around the globe as they fuel Arkansans with great-tasting coffee, tea, and water delivered directly to your business. Contact them at westrockcoffee.com or 833-886-JAVA. That's 833-886-5282. Call today.
David BAZZEL here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Found Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They are a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Wednesday, Rick Schaefer and I have a great show planned for you. Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen. Hogsports.com's Trey Biddy, thanks to Chris Crane. Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. Bart Reed, thanks to Martin Orthopedics. And Arkansas Democrat Gazette and Ho Hog Sports, Richard Davenport. See you Wednesday on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Quinn Grovey, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
All right, it is 8:31 here on this hump day over in Hot Springs. Been a whirlwind the last couple weeks. Texas, St. Joe, Texas to Nashville, Tennessee, back to Hot Springs. We'll be in Fayetteville Friday to kick off the weekend of the Super Regionals, which begins Saturday through Monday.
Hey, thanks to Ronnie Ritter for stopping by.
Yeah.
And giving us these wild game pepper cheese and jalapeno snack picks. We appreciate that. They're not for sale, but they take these things and make them. They are outstanding. If you've never gotten any of these things, of course, we used to have the Petty Jean things there, but these are great for in your golf bag.
Hunters feeding the hungry.
Yeah, man, Hunters feeding.
I mentioned going up to the for the Super Regional Friday. Do we have our man Will McIntyre on the line, Josh?
You bet we do.
Let's check in with him.
Will McIntyre nails the door shut, and Arkansas has won 15 straight.
Will McIntyre, he's the diffuser. He's been fooling batters since his high school days at Bryant. When the Hogs are in a jam, who does DVH call on? The diffuser, Will McIntyre. Brought to you by Centennial Bank. Build a strong financial game plan with Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
Good morning, Will.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, man, thanks for jumping on with us. Off a super successful regional run. You guys, 6-2 win on Friday night, North Dakota State. 12-1 win Saturday night versus Creighton, then come back and demolish Creighton again, 8-3. Couldn't have done much better, Will. You guys dominated in every phase of the game, on the mound, at the plate, in the field. That's how you want to win a regional in dominating fashion like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was, I guess you'd say, pretty stress-free. Last time I was a part of a team that won a regional, it kind of probably took a couple of years off my life just because of the high intent of the games and the back and forth.
Yes.
So, you know, the boys went out there and played well and, you know, didn't give anybody much of a chance to threaten us.
And you did not get any game time this weekend. Didn't need you, really, to be honest with you. And does that benefit you from a rest standpoint? Did it really matter? You certainly, obviously, you should be rested and ready to go for this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. You know, me, Christian Fouch, Cole Gibbler, and Dylan Carter, you know, some of our bullpen guys didn't get any action this weekend. So it's always nice to just get a little extra rest and, you know, be ready for this upcoming weekend, which I definitely can tell is probably going to be a very high-intense weekend.
Oh, man, we're going to get to that in just a second. Going back to the regional, I mentioned every phase of the game you guys dominated, but let's talk about the bats if we can, too. Pitching was great. You had 5 guys, Will, that hit at least 2 home runs. I mean, it was crazy, and I love what Coach Van Horn was talking about. He said we have guys that hit doubles, and those guys now are hitting those home runs, not doubles. It's just amazing the power of this lineup that you guys have.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I think I saw somewhere that we broke the single season home run record for the school. So I'm not 100% sure if that's correct, but
I think
yeah,
it's right.
we got some good power on the team, and I give credit to our strength coach Hunter Bell. He's done a fantastic job with us in the weight room the last couple of years, and you know, just molding guys and getting us stronger and bigger. And you know, some schools might not be in the weight room as much this time of year, but his philosophy is if you did it all year, you might as well just keep doing it in the postseason, and why not get stronger, especially right now?
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. That's my philosophy, and it looks like it's paying off. Just the numbers real quick: 31 hits this past weekend, 15 of them for extra bases, 10 home runs. Pretty darn impressive. So here we are. You know, I didn't think, what was it, 2 weeks ago when we had John, we were talking about, you know, your intensity on the mound against Tennessee, that you'd be facing them 2 weeks later. Were you guys surprised by it? Like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Or you just know that you knew you've got so many SEC teams, there's the likelihood of you guys probably playing one in the Super Regional was high anyway.
I knew it was kind of pretty high going into it, just because they usually like to pair SEC teams and supers. So going into it, we probably thought we'd face them or like Ole Miss again, and so I don't think anybody was surprised when we got matched up. And then we watched their regional and just kept up with it, and saw that Wake Forest sent them to the IF game. So we kind of had a team watch party to kind of see who we would end up playing this weekend.
Now we've watched you now for a lot of years, and especially the last couple of years we have because we've had you on the show. The game against Tennessee was probably the most emotional I've ever seen you get. The edge that you had, and at the time I know it was part of that was, hey, that's my last regular season game here. This is the feel that's special to me. Now you got to turn around and you're going up against them again. Do you think you're going to walk out there with that same kind of emotion? You think it'll be different, or you think it's going to be the same or near that?
I can't give you an answer, honestly. It's a little further down the road, but honestly, if I did have to give you one, I'd probably say it might be a little more, just because it'll probably end up being my last game as a Razorback at Baum-Walker Stadium. So
great answer there, Will. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, listen, we're excited about it. It's going to be a heck of a match. You got the drama, you got the tie-in with both coaches, and I haven't looked at the lineup, Josh. I would think of all and I've looked at all the supers. I can't have imagined a more entertaining or intriguing matchup. Can you between teams that are in the supers? Having Arkansas and Tennessee. I mean, I don't know. Have you looked at the rest of the?
This is the big one. I mean, they've
I would
got
think
it.
So too.
It's on ESPN both days, Saturday and Sunday, that are guaranteed. So it does feel like it's the marquee. It's box office, man. Tennessee and Arkansas.
Yeah. That's exactly right. When you're on the mothership, Will, that's the one you want to be on. That's the one everybody's watching. That's what they want to watch. One other thing we were talking about, Will, I do want to thank Centennial Bank for sponsoring you this year. Great to have them on board, and you being a customer of theirs. Is that I made the comment a few minutes ago that you're one of those guys that when you're gone from playing sports, you'll always be remembered as an Arkansas kid that loved the university, loved this program, gave it everything. We just don't have many players now in the nature of college sports now with transfer portal and money and NIL. You just don't have as many players that are going to stay as long as you do. I was thinking, was there anybody when you were growing up, and I don't know if we've asked you this or not, when you were growing up in Arkansas that, whether it be a football player, basketball player, baseball player, that you sort of idolized or that was your go-to guy when you were watching the Razorbacks growing up?
Oh, man, I love D-Mac. D-Mac was my guy growing up.
Yeah. Pretty easy to root for that guy, and he's an Arkansan.
Hey, I was already grown up, and he was my guy.
What about baseball? Was there anybody on the baseball team that stood out to you back then?
Being from Bryant, I got to watch guys like Blaine Knight and just a bunch of other guys come through, and that's also just another important thing to me is just I feel like there's always been a connection to Bryan, Arkansas, getting up here to Fayetteville, and it's been a pleasure trying to keep that connection going.
Well, I will tell you this as a guy who, even though I'm not from Arkansas, people appreciate that. As you age, as you grow older and you run into people will remember your passion and your effort on behalf of the state. And so I remember in Blaine Knight, if I'm not mistaken, Roger, I think wasn't he 10-0? I think he had a season his senior year. I want to say he was either 10-1 or 10-0. He had an unbelievable senior season. Big tall kid, right? Like 6'5" or something. Is that right? I think he was a big lanky kid out of Bryant. I may be wrong on that. But
he was a pretty big guy.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, we appreciate you. We're excited about this weekend. Maybe we'll see you Friday. I don't know, but kick their butt and let's get to Omaha, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah.
But first, take care of business.
Yes. Good.
All right, buddy. We'll pick. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Will. All right, there you go, Will McIntyre.
Yeah, that's cool to talk to him.
Yeah, he said he's going to be even more ready to play emotionally. You got to sort of temper your emotions as a pitcher. You don't want him to get too. Yeah. But now it seems like every time you watch, and this is Josh's generation, and it's allowed to do, is that every pitcher is chirping. Every pitcher is, who was I watching? The Tennessee pitcher
every
from.
Game.
I mean, they're
I don't know what's
they're
happening.
Chirping. The batters are chirping.
Everybody's chirping.
Yeah, used to all it was hey, buddy, hey, buddy, hey, buddy, hey, buddy, hey, swing. That's all it used to be.
I don't know when this started. I mean, like I remember in college they would talk some, but it's like out of control now. And I'm you guys know I'm not like the I'm not like I'm not towards Justin's side where I'm like, hey, just be quiet and play. But man, like everybody is talking. Even Gage Wood the other night when he came off the mound in the 6th looked, and I'm not sure if he meant to, it was an accent, but he looked at the Creighton first base coach as he was coming off the mound. It was like a second glance, but man, like it just appears everybody is just I don't know what's, especially the coaches now. Even the coaches are talking. You've got great coaches who've been in these programs like Wake in Florida for long times, yelling and hooting and hollering at people and calling people slurs. Like, it's out of control. I don't know what happened.
And I did go back and I read the article today, and it definitely they implied, they did not say the word, but they implied it was a slur.
Yep.
And
watch the video, you can tell.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I went back and watched it last night. But yeah, I don't know if the NCAA or the Coaches Association within themselves got to come out and say, hey, listen, we gotta rein this in
a little bit.
Yeah, it's just gotten a little. I don't mind the emotion.
Well,
some.
Of course.
Yeah.
The Georgia game being the big example of the kid who walks by the Oklahoma State bench, stares them down, and then flips the bat towards the bench. Like, I don't mind if you flip your bat after you hit a home run. Yeah. You don't need to stare down the other team's bench.
No.
Like, if they put one in your ear for that, that's fine. I mean, like, I have no problem with them doing that. But and also, you look like a dumbass. And sorry to pardon my language, but you look like a dumbass when your team then gives up. They were up 9-7. Georgia blew that game. Like, if you're gonna do that, walk it off. Don't let there be any doubt, because now you look like a clown and you lost.
Yeah.
Well, I guess back in the day, baseball of the three sports, football, basketball, was the least of any of that.
That's right.
And it is picked up big time. Yeah. It's almost they're
like trying to catch up.
Every
with the
game
other
is
sports.
doing something like that. Yeah.
But it is, it's the only sport. Think about this, of the big three, where there's you don't have a flag. The only thing is you get a warning and an ejection.
Yeah.
Right. You can't penalize them. Other than get a warning or you eject them. There's no middle ground to somehow penalize them.
True that. Maybe they didn't need it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I think
maybe
they do now.
now.
I think they. I don't know what the penalty is, but it's the funny part. They warn the benches, but the weird thing is, like, you're not going to get multiple bat flips in a game from the same team where a guy stares. He's like, how many times are you going to have the same guy bat flipped and stared on the bench in one game? So what is the warning really doing? It's really not doing a whole lot.
A couple things on our D3 Auto Sales text line. It says, hell yeah, Josh, Boomer Josh.
Yeah.
Hey, you're going a little old school on it there, Josh.
What's this?
Someone says here, Blaine Knight was 14-0 his senior year. My bad. I thought he was undefeated. 10-0 was not the right number. It was 14-0.
Here's another one. These things started when people began to forget what it feels like to get punched in the face. This country was better when people knew they'd get itch slapped for talking crap too long. And
they do that, Roger, in the pros. That was the thing. But the college game, you didn't think you'd ever need it.
Yeah, but you know what? And I get, when you think of the pros getting a little bit heated, immediately to me, I think of Brett.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's his last name?
George Brett.
George Brett.
Yeah.
Maybe some Reggie Jackson.
How
about Pedro Martinez when he went after the Yankees bench coach in 03, 04?
You know what? But when it came up, you go, wow, I love to see that emotion. Well, now you see it. And again, there's that part of me that goes, you know what? When I see a guy make a tackle and he gets up and says, me, but you're still down 40 points, and that's what you're thinking, you should be mad. But there's still a lot of that me. And this was even before the age of NIL and portal. Not that I'm criticizing NIL or anything like that, or portal. You can do whatever you want to do. But because that's the world we live in now as fans, players, you need to understand that's the world you live in too. When we go, I really don't have a whole lot invested in you. I want you to win. Whether you graduate and do anything now is that's totally up to you.
Somebody said that baseball is the dirtiest of the three sports.
In what way? Dirtiest in what way?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if
it says by far. So what does it mean though?
Yeah.
I mean, trying to get an advantage, maybe. Like if you think dirty guys trying to get an advantage by doing stuff like sticky stuff or corking bats or stealing signs. I mean, but there's more ways to do it in baseball than other sports. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different elements that it's easier.
Right.
Football, I guess, Baz, you could say stealing signs. I guess you could. You could say that.
Yeah, they're stealing signs in football. Hello.
Somebody said. So Brad from Benton said,
what you were saying.
For the record, Don Zimmer went after Pedro. And then, of course, Pedro threw him down.
I love that.
Yeah, boo! You loved him throwing down the 80-year-old Don Zimmer.
You're a Red Sox fan, aren't you? Aren't you a Red Sox guy?
I know, but Don Zimmer used to be the manager for the Red Sox.
I know, but I thought it was funny. It's like, if you're going to be 70 years old and come at somebody, like, you got to get ready to get tossed by a pro athlete in his prime. Like, you're probably going to get tossed.
You can't do that. That's exactly right. 661-1037. Somebody mentioned here too. I know we got to take a break. Somebody mentioned the Morgan brothers. You had Drew and Grant. I mean, those are two great ones.
Grant was a Big Red guy.
That's right.
NIL for Big
That's
Red.
exactly right. And both were undersized guys you didn't expect much from. And
Drew got his start when somebody else was
hurt.
That's right. They had him sitting on the sideline.
SEC Player of the Year as a receiver, or not a receiver, but he was All SEC. I think he led the SEC in receiving. And then Grant Morgan was an All-American. Won the Brandon Burlsworth Award. So. All right, do not go away. We're going to be here another, hour and 15 minutes.
For sure.
At Family Market. It's a great place. I mean, it's beautiful here. Everything's brand spanking new. I'll be eating off the floor here in a few minutes. Got to figure out exactly where we're going to do that.
And we want to know where you want us to put the ketchup.
All right, don't go away. It is 8:47.
I learned who I was, a lot about living and a little about love.
Hey, Wilson, why the long face?
Man, I just got a new car.
But that's great news.
Man, I'm not crazy about the interest rate, though, Raj.
Wilson, listen to me. Go to Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union and take advantage of their summer auto loan special. Rates as low as 1.99% on 23, 24, and 25-year models, plus financing up to 84 months and no payments for 90 days.
But if I live in Little Rock, am I eligible?
Do you not even listen to our show?
I try.
If you live, work, or worship in 15 Central Arkansas counties, you're eligible to take advantage of everything Alcoa Community FCU has to offer.
Okay, so if I live in Little Rock, I'm eligible, right? How about if I work in Conway, live in Lone Oak, worship in Clinton, and attend school in Arkadelphia?
Now you're screwing with me. It's all good, my man. Alcoa is all over Central Arkansas. So go to alcoacommunityfcu.org, check your eligibility, and then take advantage of their summer auto loan special with rates as low as 1.99%. I've just changed your life. What else can I do for you?
You're going to help me move furniture this weekend, right?
Get out of my office.
Hey, folks, it's David Bazzell out here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you need a new vehicle, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. You'll find a great selection, the best deals, and the most competitive finance rates in Central Arkansas. They'll treat you like family. No games, no gimmicks, and no bogus markups on the sticker price. You'll get Frank Fletcher's best deal right up front, and they'll give you more for your trade. Folks, Frank Fletcher doesn't want to just sell you a car. He wants to be your dealer for life. If you want to do that, you have to listen to the customer, so you'll know what they want. Then you give them what they want without any hassle or stress. That's the secret of Fletcher Dodge's success. They listen to you and they treat you right without any hassles or headaches. Just tell them what you want and how much you want to pay. General Manager Chris Zippy Zender has been with Frank Fletcher for decades. He and his great staff know how to take care of a customer. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop them online at FletcherDeals.com. That's FletcherDeals.com. And make sure and tell them the boys from Morning Mayhem sent you. It's FletcherDeals.com.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
How to Talk Arkansas. You see, our state has words and phrases that you won't find anywhere else, such as something incredible, unforgettable, stupendous, or delectable. The Arkansas phrase is Petit Jean meat. Anyone who's ever enjoyed the bacon, the summer sausage, the hot dogs, or anything bearing the Petit Jean label is familiar with those three words, Petit Jean meat, which is also Arkansas for you'll taste the difference.
At ABC Supply, when you've got a job to do, we do too. When your success depends on getting the details right, we're there for you every step of the way. Delivering more than materials, delivering passion, commitment, and the confidence to help you get the job done easier. Our teams understand the obstacles you face in building your business and reputation, because living up to our promises is how we help you live up to yours.
For location and product information, call ABC Supply in North Little Rock at 501-955-0777 or visit abcsupply.com.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See shelter agent Christy Pettit in Maumelle, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Madison Buse in England.
Bass tournaments and some of the best fishing spots in the state. It's Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge and his crew. Fishing Arkansas is presented by shelter agent Jamie Marsh, Stanley Hardware. Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings on 103.7 The Buzz.
Did Josh miss another curse word in a movie clip? Let us know at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, it is 8:52 on this hump day, June 4th, here at Family Market. In the 9 o'clock hour, I will eat the French fry off the floor. It's so clean here. Everything is spotless. We've got a great group here. Eric Brazil just stopped by Raj, and he lives right around the corner. So, and then you got Crazy Dave is here. He's right around the corner.
I love Eric.
Yeah, Eric's
Crazy
a great
Dave. Crazy Dave. You know what Crazy Dave just asked me to come on? Are you doing okay, Raj? I said, what's the matter? Am I looking bad? He goes, just kind of a little.
Well, sometimes you can be rude sometimes. But he's busy. Man, it's not
rude.
It's not.
That's got nothing to do.
It's not rude on purpose. It's rude because he's having to shake hands with everybody, but it comes off
Hold
as
on.
rude.
You're rude to Roger sometimes.
People think it's rude, and it just be you're busy shaking hands. I tried to tell him. I said, no, he's fine. I said, he's just shaking hands. Because he said, what's something going on with Roger and me? I said, no.
What are you talking
I said, Roger's just shaking hands. And he just
God,
sort of ignored him.
Roger's like, what in the world?
No, I just said, you've been shaking all the hands, and he hadn't gotten to him. So that's all. I wouldn't worry about it. It's going to be okay. He said you thought you might be. See, but I'm your guy. I'm the guy in the gap. I'm your bridge guy.
Why would he think that?
Go, he's fine. I said he's good. I said,
all right, now listen. Okay.
I said,
I'm actually perfect.
I said,
now the video shoots off. Yeah, that's off. It's done.
Well,
I cannot believe it.
Everybody's pulling at you. I mean, you're like Justin Moore. Everybody pulls at you, and everybody
I'm
wants
getting up, shaking hands with the
That's what I
owners
just
and
said.
everybody
That's
else.
what I just said.
I saw.
Don't get mad. I just telling you that you're just shaking hands. He didn't know. I just had to let him know that you're fine. But you're busy. You're working here today. You're working here. You're working here.
It was out of concern.
See, that's what it was. And so I told him he's wearing a 609 shirt, so that's a good thing.
Out of concern, you also did say, Roger, you are rude sometimes,
No.
Sure did. Sure did.
It looks like
verbatim.
Verbatim. It looks like he's rude, but he's really not.
This is, this is not like asking the Bellamy brothers financially. This was verbatim.
Well, sometimes you have to be. You have to be rude.
No, I don't ever try to be rude.
You have to blow off people. You just have to.
I don't ever try to be rude. Here's the thing I'm thinking about.
People say I'm rude. People say I'm rude.
Well,
you know what? You know what? Does it bother me? Because I know I'm not rude. And you're not rude. But some other people think I'm maybe.
I don't say that to you.
You did. Wouldn't bother me.
Here's the thing.
People think that, but it could be wrong.
Here's the thing. I'm just glad that you don't have AI that can read minds right now.
Did you read the D3 Auto Sales text line? The text says, David talking about rude is ironic because it's quite rude to ask a music legend if he is doing it just for the money.
Well, it's okay. You know what? Somebody's got to ask the tough questions, Josh. One of these days you'll be doing that too. You'll be doing that too. And that's okay. Listen, we do want to thank everybody for coming out today. I had a lot of people stop by.
Everybody but one person. I want to thank them all except one person. Yeah. Now, that person can come to this store as many times as they want. I just got it from the owners. They want everybody to come more than once. I want everybody to come more than once too, except one person when I'm here. You don't know who that is.
Somebody says, Trey Shapp made the point, by the way, too. He said, it's no question what we were talking about a second ago. ESPN views the Arkansas-Tennessee game as the premier game, and that's why they're doing it twice. So, no surprise there. Somebody says, wait for the clown show Vitello puts on this weekend. He's a jack and will pull some crap. Maybe. All I know is this is Dave Van Horn has beaten him 9 of the last 10, I think. Is that what we figured out yesterday?
Yeah.
I think that was the case.
They might need to change their approach. I mean, I think actually JD put it pretty well yesterday that Arkansas is a better team. I feel like you add the emotion into it and the fact that these teams are relatively close, even though Arkansas is better, it makes it so difficult. And you already beat them once.
Well, and let's be honest, a lot of people don't get it, but Van Horn's rude.
You know what?
Well said,
sometimes
Roger.
he's got to be.
But I also like how he goes, Baz, because some people say I'm rude. Nobody says that.
Somebody does. I'll guarantee you somebody does.
Well, I guarantee you I am. I'm gonna say it for the rest of the day.
Somebody says this yelling started 20 years ago with the traveling baseball teams instead of being in an optimist club. Interesting.
What's an optimist club?
I think parents today are much more vocal in a bad way with their kids and kids' teams. You see the videos.
It's all it's the optimist traveling and all that kind of stuff that they get in there.
Not all now, not all, but there are
of them. There's still some that are just there to watch their kids and all that. But
what's optimist club? What is that?
Well, they're clubs like if you join the Lions Club or different things like that, or they have baseball leagues for the Optimist Club League, and it's not this travel ball that's expensive.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, but nowadays you're right. They're definitely, if you go to a game, there's a good chance that you'll hear.
Stop worrying about your mustache and read the rule book.
Oops, I forgot about that.
Oh,
terrible! Could be the case. Could be the case. We go coming up next. We got to play a little. No, there you go. We got to play a little Family Feud. Thank you, Justin. By the way, we let Justin take the day off.
Between all y'all are missing a pretty good game out there.
You know what? And I tried to heckle him at the charity ball game that he did the other night, but we were way too far, so I just heckled the people that were sitting behind us.
Here's one that says, no one ever thinks Josh is rude, especially when he calls you a blank hole for wondering politely about tickets you won 10 weeks prior.
Oh, wow. Well, hold on. You all think I was rude to a caller about yeah, come on. That's
I don't
fake
know.
news.
Listen, I don't think anybody. Baz is just, here's what Baz is trying to do. He's trying to upset my apple cart right now.
Don't let him do it, Rod. Don't let him do it.
Hey, your apple cart cannot be upset, turned over here. You're in convenience store heaven. No, convenience store heaven. It's your family. This is your family, your convenience store family that you've had for many, many years. You helped put them on the map.
Standing along the diving board at the family pool at the Little Rock Racket Club, where Jay Harley is about to do a special dive just for all of you radio listeners. Jay, what are you about to do?
Cannonball!
Just an example of how much fun you and your family are going to have. Not necessarily doing a radio commercial, but loving the summer. Little Rock Racket Club with 30% off the joining fee and more smiles per gallon. Oh, perfect!
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. And Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat meal solution items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat meal solutions now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken pot pie for only $7.49 per pound with twice baked potatoes for $4.99 per pound.
River City Flooring presents Pat Bradley in the Zone with Justin and DJ each week. River City Flooring. Find them online at rivercityflooringinc.com. That's rivercityflooringinc.com.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Don't worry, we don't understand ourselves either. 1037 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
Over a week into the search for an escaped killer, members of the Arkansas legislature are now questioning how Grant Hardin was able to escape prison. The co-chairs of a legislative subcommittee overseeing the prison system told the State Corrections Board they are planning to conduct a review on the security protocols. They are questioning how a real corrections officer let Hardin go through the security gate. They wrote a letter to the board's chairman highlighting concern over, quote, broader system failure. There will be a memorial today to honor an Arkansas Tech student and her sister after they were killed in an accident. Mackenzie and Maddie died in a car crash Friday night. Mackenzie was studying agriculture at the university. She graduated from Scranton High School, where her sister Maddie was going into her senior year. There will be a memorial for the sisters in the Scranton High School gym at 10 this morning. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Catch the Buzz on all our social media platforms, presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. They're your pool and spa chemical headquarters. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. That's a 30% chance of rainfall. It'll be really warm, up to 88 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a 10% chance of a shower. More scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely tomorrow with a high temperature around 87. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
Life isn't just about living, it's about living well. No one understands that better than Baptist Health. They support you on your wellness journey wherever it may lead. Baptist Health really is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Baptist Health provides a range of essential screenings for vital areas such as your heart, prostate, and colon, coupled with comprehensive and personalized care. They utilize state-of-the-art robotic surgeries to ensure faster recoveries and significantly less pain for their patients. You can always rely on the care you receive at Baptist Health to be delivered with Christian compassion. It's no accident that they are recognized as Arkansas's most trusted and innovative healthcare system. Their commitment to excellence is evident in every aspect of their service. When you need a partner in wellness, visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. We see people seizing opportunities, building communities, and achieving their dreams right in their hometowns. That's why we provide services, resources, and tools that help you accomplish what you want, where you want. Whether you're starting out, starting over, or starting something new, we have account options designed to work for you and your goals. At Southern Bank, we know where you're coming from because we're from here too. To start your relationship with Southern Bank, visit one of our local branches or online at bankwithsouthern.com. Member FDIC.
Through the end of the month, shop the Hustler Turf Power Plus Performance Sales Event and save on select DeWalt products. Save up to $600 on a Hustler Fast Track Series mower or up to $350 with the purchase of a Hustler Raptor Series on select DeWalt products. Both the Fast Track and Raptor mowers boast all the features Hustler is known for, like their trademark smooth track steering, integrated parking brake, and heavy-duty fabricated steel decks and one-piece tubular frames. Stop in today at Cabot Outdoors or CabotOutdoors.com.
Standing Firm Farms Community Outreach Event will be in Conway Thursday at New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ with The Zone. Stop by between 10 and 1 Thursday. Standing Firm Farms will be serving free burgers for lunch and giving away complimentary packages of fresh Angus beef. Go to standingfirmfarms.com and order burger bundle boxes, quarter, halves, and whole sides of beef. And be sure to stop by the New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ on Sutton Street in Conway Thursday between 10 and 1 and get your free package of fresh Angus beef with The Zone.
Rainy days are great, unless your gutters can't keep up. Don't let clogged, leaky, or missing gutters cause damage to your home. Talk to the folks at Whit Davis Lumber Plus. Not only do they sell gutters, they install them as well. Seamless, custom-fit gutters that are built to last and keep the water where it belongs, away from your home. Call Whit Davis today for a free estimate and let the Plus be the service you can count on.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet? RV wins! Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping? RV wins! Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach? RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states and situations.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
Listen, I did it in a matter-of-fact nice way.
Did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
I can't say it now that we're back on.
661-1037. We are on the road in Hot Springs, the home of Roger Scott, at Family Market, the new location, Highway 7 South. A lot of giveaways. So come in, look at that. Look at Steve Qualls right there.
Oh, look at that guy.
There's Hollywood.
Oh, look at
Here, hop on.
Oh, my gosh.
Hop on with us. Come on.
What do you get over here? What do you got over there? What's over there?
For Justin Moore.
Oh, look at this.
You're in your town now, baby. You and Raj.
That's right, man.
Pull that mic up to your mouth there.
We love it.
There we go.
We love
Glad
you.
y'all are here.
Now, we haven't had you on the show since you lost your mother-in-law, and we know that's been tough for Melissa, but things are trying to get back to normal.
We're just grinding through it, man. It's a new normal every day, and I got a lot of advice for people going down the road. I want to put something together and talk to people about, we all think we're immortal. Yeah. I think I'm immortal. I'm never dying. You're never dying, no. but we're going to die. And so I've been making notes of things that have gone on and what you need to do. And I'm by no means a professional, but I think I can help some people. And but it's a new normal. And my mother-in-law was loved by so many. She is a very prominent person in Hot Springs.
Come on now, wonderful person.
And man, she's missed by everybody.
Yeah,
but,
she was something else. And Steve, every time you see something, getting to know Steve better the last year or two, is every time you meet or hear something, you're inspired a lot to want to do something or to learn from it or to create something. I mean, there's hardly a time when you don't hear something or see something, you go, I think I want to do something with him, or I've got an idea there. And so that's sort of your nature.
Have this, I can see something and I see ways we can do it better.
He's a servant.
Well, I don't know about that.
He got it from his parents and all that, and a lot of it has to do, and I'd like to take a lot of credit.
Of course you would.
Because of all the things that you've had to come through to help me with.
Yeah.
And it's helped hone your skill of giving.
It's definitely affected my financial statement being a friend of Roger.
Hey.
He's my most expensive friend. But it's like, I know.
Thanks for my new shirt, by the way.
Yeah. It's like Ronnie Ritter. I've known Ronnie for a long time, Hunters Feeding the Hungry, and Ronnie and Hunters Feeding the Hungry have now partnered with Camo's Kids.
Yes.
And we have 4 buses in Garland County, reading buses, and we're starting next week with our bus routes. So those bus routes now, instead of us just giving a generic snack, we're actually going to be able to do some protein snacks, we're so excited for Ronnie and them to help us.
Didn't that relationship begin here on the buzz?
Well, I've known Ronnie for a long time, but we did rekindle through the buzz.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, because of you, Steve, we single-handedly, have got probably 1,000 of our listeners wearing Morning Mayhem. Matter of fact, this is my father down in Panama City. He's going to play golf. He's going to play golf right now. He's got a Morning Mayhem hat.
Yeah, exactly. And we need to get Priscilla yesterday.
Priscilla Block.
Get her address. Let's get some stuff sent to her. Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw, you've taken care of, and the firemen up in Russellville, and
the firemen are pretty dear to me because my dad's a retired fireman, and I know that brotherhood. I understand it.
Yes.
I live that life.
Thank you for doing that too, man.
And those guys they're unique individuals.
Some people are asking again. Somebody actually says, give the name of your company. It's Design Lab.
We're Design Lab
right here in Hot Springs.
Right here in Hot Springs. DesignLabLRA.com. Made this cat shirts too.
609 shirts. Well, you're also, speaking of, you're the one who came up with the 609 shirt because, and it's funny how that 609 thing started happening, Roger. Just sort of developed as we started the show every morning. And so, but thank you for always being there to create these. Of course, listen, Josh, Paula now has brought out 2 pizzas, and what does Roger do? Roger moves them all to my side of the table.
That's not true.
All to my side of the table.
I'm right-handed.
Here, you can
but
have some.
But he did it after he ate a piece of it.
Can he see? Can Josh see it on the webcam?
Again, yeah. Well, you got to bring it to us.
No, it's not that one. I'm sorry, this was not working.
Okay,
that one.
This is what we do here when we come to.
Get on the floor and eat it. Put it on the floor and eat it.
Family Market.
Yeah, listen, that's what it is, and the chicken's coming out in a minute. We're going to put them wings here.
So, listen, so you're here at the right time because we have to play some Family Feud.
Yeah.
So he'll get that set up, and Josh will probably do match game tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a crazy, fun show. We got Bill Vickery, who missed Monday, with his new sponsor, So Restaurant. In Little Rock, which is a fabulous place. It's been around forever. It's got some of the coolest food that you can imagine. We'll be talking about that with Bill tomorrow. We're going to have the gang from Simmons Bank Arena, Jana and Michael up, and they're super busy too. So, we're going to get one day in studio this week, and it's going to be.
It's just amazing as a fan of the show to watch where y'all go and what you do and what you're able to accomplish and the people that you're available that you're touching. I mean, we've partnered up with this morning Mayhem deal with the store. We're not shipping to Benton and Bryant. We're shipping to California.
Love it.
We sent to the four corners of the United States. You name it.
Love that.
Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
One of the owners.
He didn't even come through us.
One of the owners, the family who owns our company, used to be the GM, Steve Johnson, ordered online.
Yes.
Morning Mayhem shirt. I love that. I'm sure Justin Acre loves hearing that too.
That is awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome.
So anyway.
This isn't a money deal. This is more about we're just having a great time. We're having fun.
You're doing too much, my friend.
Well,
you're doing too much.
Are very kind. You know I'm going to come at you for more stuff.
I know. My accountant keeps going, who is Roger Scott?
Dude, let me tell you this. We saw a shirt yesterday where a guy didn't want a black, and you accommodated him with a gray shirt.
We did, but that was a unique deal because our agreement with you guys is BAZZEL is we're black. But,
I wanted to make sure.
But for this summer, I planned on rolling some stuff out this week. We're going to have to just be patient. I've got a lot to take care of with my family right now. But we're going to bring out maybe in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to start a lake version, a summer version colors. We're going to do some cool stuff.
Stop it.
But right now I got to take care of my wife, my son, and all of our family.
Everybody gets that. They understand.
Everybody gets that. We miss you. We miss you over at Trivia. And I know y'all. It'll happen when it happens. It's all good.
We're not going to be able to come tomorrow
night. About Melissa.
We've got some family stuff we got to take care of tomorrow night. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can get back. We feel guilty because we're not there because we committed to be there from day one.
And you have been. And it's all good. It's all good.
So Rebecca,
just know you're missed.
Rebecca, who came by a minute ago, y'all aren't going to have Joe Klein? No, listen, I just gave y'all a little tease for tomorrow. We're going to have Joe Klein, plus we're going to have what's that? Mayo? Yeah, I didn't want to take 10 minutes having to go down the line. That's how busy it's going to be tomorrow. I got a doctor coming up from Ortho, Arkansas.
He's not being rude. He just didn't want to do that.
Touché, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
Hey, and it's not moving the goalpost.
Thank you. You picked that. Josh's line. That's Josh's favorite line.
Love you, Josh.
You're moving the goalpost. You're moving the goalpost.
It just really fits for what you did yesterday. I don't use it all the time. I just use it for this.
Hey, Baz is a smooth operator, bro.
He knows what he's doing.
Totally.
He knows what he's doing.
Totally. He just got through telling me. He said, "I said you were being rude in a nice way." And guess what? Looking into those big, beautiful eyes of his, I fell for it. Are we going to get David to play with him?
Hey, no. We're going to let him be.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let Steve be with the caller, and it'll be me and Josh versus him and Steve.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get a caller 661-1037. What are we playing for?
Tickets to
you
go
want to
to
give another pair of tickets or no?
Tickets for what?
How about let's give away a Morning Mayhem shirt.
Wow.
Get their address.
Oh my gosh!
Look.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Oh my
Josh,
gosh.
look at the webcam. Oh
There you go,
my
Josh.
gosh.
Look at
this
that.
is what gets me every time. I'm going to weigh 300 pounds today.
You know what? Guess what? But I still love you.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what?
You won't be rude when we say you look cute.
Can I tell you what I see when I see that right there? Right hit me.
Bathroom?
No, later tonight. That's where that's going to be.
Oh my
later
God.
tonight.
Right. Listen, let me tell you something. That was a sexy way of saying it, but he's talking about chicken wings.
This is
later
I
tonight.
didn't even think about it. We need to make him a little adapter for his belly button. Put the salt. I mean, it's perfect.
Dude, you know what?
We're going to patent
because
it.
of the grandkids. I mean, if you can get him a Morning Mayhem shirt, and I saw this with all of my grandchildren now. They've got that rubber bib that catches all the crumbs and everything. That's what he needs. He needs a Morning Mayhem rubber bib. And let me tell you about this. Hey, later tonight, I can't wait to get you in my bed, Wings.
I get to finish off No Country for Old Men tonight with some wings.
You darn right you do.
All right, so what's going to be the TV? What movie are we going to watch this week?
We announced it.
It's going to be No Country for Old Men. Have you seen it?
No. Yeah, it's a great
I'm not a movie guy, though, unfortunately.
It's a great movie.
I don't sit still very well.
Well, and I was telling him, I said, look, if we don't, because after we do trivia tomorrow night, I got to drive to Fayetteville, and I said, I'll just watch it on the way up there. He said, no, I'll give you the movie now. So I'll watch it later on this afternoon.
The one we talked about last week would be a really good one.
No, we watched it. One of the reasons I went because of you.
Okay.
We went with Days of Thunder. Did you know that?
Yes.
That because of you. Yeah. Mr. NASCAR. And we're going to have on one of the owners of a race team, NASCAR race team, that won Talladega back in 2000, early 2000. So you better be listening to that show.
I'm on. I wish we could talk more racing.
Well, we're talking about maybe trying to squeeze in a NASCAR race. Morning Mayhem goes to NASCAR. Josh, would you be in favor of that?
Yeah, that'd be the one thing I'd actually get to go to. With,
What would it be?
Well, you got what you got left. You got Atlanta, and there's one. What is it? Charlotte? It's one in the Carolinas.
Yeah, there's. I guess the next Charlotte race would be a road course race. So that would be.
I wouldn't be crazy about that one.
No, we want the.
I've been to a bunch of them. My favorite by far is Bristol, but the problem with Bristol is the dynamic of being able to stay somewhere.
What'd you say?
The dynamic.
The dynamic of being
able to stay somewhere. Place.
Melissa gave me that word.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
It's not a very big
place.
All right,
let's rock and roll with a little Family Feud.
It's time for everyone's favorite game, Family Feud. Sponsored by Southern Bank. Visit bankwithsouthern.com for more information about your lending needs. Now, let's play the feud.
Yeah, let's play the feud. Let's play the feud. All right, let me see here.
We'll do a T-shirt, and also we'll do the tickets to the Saturday game.
And Josh, if you'll get this address when we get done, I'll ship them out to them today.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, go ahead, Josh, and get a hold of the numbers. See who we have here.
I don't know who it is. Doing my best, Liam Neeson there. I don't know who that is, but the caller is up.
What'd I say?
Good morning, caller. What's your name?
Did I say something wrong?
No.
Caller, what's your name?
Brad.
Hello. What is it?
Brad.
Brad.
Brad or Brad?
Don't get too excited, Brad. Let's go.
You need to calm down and stop being rude. Brad, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, Brad, here's the deal. It's going to be you and Steve.
Right.
And who else?
That's it. Those two versus me and Josh. That's it.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Brad, you've heard us play Family Feud before?
Yeah.
All right, your name is your buzzer. You're gonna need to use your buzzer on this very first question, and let me let you see what the man who gave us a tour backstage of the Grand Ole Opry House yesterday, Justin Moore, how he uses his buzzer. There it is, right there. Brad, let me hear your buzzer.
Couldn't hear it.
He couldn't hear it. Hold on.
Brad.
Too low. No, but he did a good job.
All right, you did a fantastic job. All right, Josh. Here's what we're gonna do. All right, here's the deal. If you get the answer right, you're gonna hear this.
It's just low, though.
Yeah, turn it up.
Well, no, I can't because it kills the music.
Yeah, okay, we'll kill the music.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Yeah, if you don't mind. I'm sorry. Here's if you get it right.
There we go.
If you miss it. All right, here's the deal. All right, we're ready to go. That's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to play it. Thank you, Josh. All right, here's the deal. Be the first one to chime in. Steve or Brad, Baz, Josh. Name something you shouldn't hold while driving.
Josh.
David,
Bazzell
Brad.
first.
beverage.
And I'm looking at my phone because I don't want anybody to think you're cheating off of that. You said beverage?
Beverage is my answer, Roger Scott.
And that is number 2 on the board.
Second.
So, Brad and Steve, that means one answer remains. You get this number 1 answer, you will control the board. You miss it, and control the board goes to the Black Hats.
What do you think, Brad?
Name something you shouldn't hold while driving.
Your junk.
Oh, my gosh. What in the world? My junk. Well, Josh knows about that.
What?
Well, I get.
What are you talking about?
Just said my junk.
Yeah, give me. I mean, you're the leader of this board, so this team. So you can say whatever you want to. Do you want to stick with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Well, guess what? Let me tell you something, you freak. I don't know what you do, Brad, but if you ever hold your junk going around a school bus, I'm going to tell you right now, I will pay to be on the jury.
Yeah, we don't want to look. We don't want to look next to you at the stop sign.
Don't want to do
Roger.
that. Don't be smiling at me, freako.
And there's no question. We want them to play.
We
want them to play.
So control the board goes to you guys, Brad. And let me help you out. Brad, where do you work?
Don't say, Brad.
I'm retired.
You're retired? All right, I want people to know. Yeah, we got a freak on the phone here with us right here. All right, here we go. Name something. Number 2. And let me see, what was it? 12 people said that. Here's the thing. 59 people said the number 1 answer. 59 people said the number 1 answer. 12 people said the 3rd answer. 11 people said the 4th answer, and 2 people said the 5th answer. Name something you should not hold while driving.
Brad, I think it's a phone.
Yeah, your phone. You're right.
Yeah, listen. You know what Brad wanted to say? Had you not said phone? Your other buddies jumped. That is correct.
Good,
That's
Brad.
the number 1 answer. Brad, in no way do you not say the person in the back seat's jumped.
What if he's holding both?
You know what? You know what? Then you need to find a part. All right, here we go.
Train's
Here we
off
go.
the tracks.
That is it. That is number 1. 59 people out of the 100 people that I asked when I was leaving Boudreaux's, and Doc, Mike Garner, gave me one of these answers right there. All right, so give me the next 3 answers for Morning Mayhem shirt and whatever else we've got to give you, along with a chip we're putting in you to know where in the hell you are at all times. Name something you shouldn't hold. Shouldn't hold while
You shouldn't
driving.
hold your kid while you're driving.
I'm not even going to wait on Freak Show. That's exactly right. 11 people said a crying baby. I'm accepting it. That's number 4 on the deal. Number 4 on the list. That's exactly right. Number 4. Name. 3 strikes still available. No. He
2
missed.
strikes.
That's right. I didn't even cross you out for saying junk. That's how much you have screwed me up. I got to go to therapy now. 2 answers remain. Name something you shouldn't hold while driving. 2 strikes, 2 answers.
You shouldn't be smoking when you're driving. You shouldn't hold your weed while you're vaping.
You say weed. Brad says hot coffee. You guys talking?
Now, Brad, you are the leader of
You're
this
the
team.
leader, Brad. You make the decision.
Yeah.
I say hot coffee.
You're going to say hot coffee. I just took a sip of hot coffee. Guess what, Brad? That's the wrong answer, my friend.
Because I'd already said beverage. That's what I'd said for my answer. So.
Well, he did. You know what? That's very kind of you. We're going to give that back. That answer's already been chosen, Brad. That answer's already been chosen. So thank you. And listen, again, I'm suffering from BTE. Brad. All right, Brad. Give me another answer. Something you should know. Your partner here said. What'd you say? Smoking.
Vape, smoke.
Vape, smoking, something like that. Absolutely. And unless you've got something else, what do you want to do?
I'll go with that.
And that is the right answer.
Good job.
That was the last answer. That was number 5. 2 people said that. So you've got 2 strikes left, 1 answer left. What could it be?
So is it do we already cover beverage?
Yeah. We covered beverage.
What have been the other answers? Beverage and what else?
Well, you said it was food or drink.
Yeah.
Food or drink.
Right. So that's been covered. Those 2 are out.
That's been covered.
Okay. So
food and drink were together.
Okay.
But this one.
Yes.
It's still.
Come on.
Don't be holding your beer. Is that a beverage, or how does this count, or is that under alcohol in another?
Can I be honest with you? Let me just. That's going to be in a whole category by itself. Obviously, you shouldn't be doing that while you're driving. We all can drink a soda or a hot cover. You shouldn't because of the danger involved. Because if you're drinking a cup of coffee or eating a sandwich while you're driving, how are you going to text?
Exactly.
Is that right? Yeah, and because that gets in the way.
It's either that or a pet. Don't hold your pet, which falls into the same.
Well,
you shouldn't have Do
you carry your dog?
I don't have a dog, but that gets me. When we talk about distracted driving, and you got people got dogs in their lap.
You know what? Let me ask you that, Brad. Please tell me your dog's name's not Junk. Yeah, or holding your dog's junk.
It's Mr. McJunkin.
Okay. All right. What's your answer? Give me an answer.
Are you going to go with what Steve said, or you got another idea?
And he said, what'd you say?
What did Steve say?
It's alcohol.
Okay.
Or a
he
pet.
says alcohol or pet. What do you say, Brad?
I'd say Pet.
Pet. That is not it. Pedophile. I don't mean pet. I don't mean pet. All right, here's the deal. Listen, you know the two greatest words in all of sport is what, Baz?
Game 7.
Game 7. Well, this, my friends, is Game 7. Only one answer remains.
Yes.
Only one strike left. You either get this. If you get it, you win the prize. Who I have no idea what it is anymore. Okay, I forgot what it is. Here's the deal. I hope it's a month of therapy, is what, along with a shirt. You miss it.
And an ankle brace.
And an ankle brace. You damn right. You damn right. Or it goes to the Black Cats, and Josh and Baz get a chance to break your freaky little heart. Now, what do you want to say?
I think it's alcohol.
He's holding on to alcohol. Brad,
but
you
Brad,
can think
it's your game, brother.
No, that does not fall under. I know. It doesn't fall under drink.
That's a good clue, Brad.
It does not.
If Roger's saying that, just giving you a hint there, that's a good clue that Roger said it's not beverage.
Yeah, well, Brad could still say my bug hole because he hadn't used it yet, But it's not any body part, Brad.
What you got, Brad? What's the answer?
Well, I'm going to go with alcohol, but I don't. I thought you already said it.
All right. It's alcohol. Wow. Alcohol. Way to go. Way to say.
So I know we got a shirt from Design Lab, Morning Mayhem shirt. Yeah. What else was there?
Ankle bracelet.
Tickets to go see Arkansas play.
A month of therapy.
I need tickets.
And everybody in Brad's neighborhood gets a Ring doorbell.
What else was it, Josh?
2 tickets to go see Arkansas
I
play
need
on.
tickets.
Yeah.
My gosh,
Let
me finish.
I still can't hear it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Say it again.
2 tickets to Saturday's game.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that? That is huge.
Congratulations, Brad. How about that, Brad? You're going to have to register with the university before you go again. Brad, congratulations. Thanks for playing the game. Josh will get your address and shirt size, and Steve is going to send you a Morning Mayhem shirt or a 609er. Yeah. Whichever he prefers.
Good job, Brad. Brad, call back again.
Please do, Brad.
Steve Shields, everybody. Steve Shields said, "Oh my gosh, I almost drove off the road on that when the dude said, hold my junk."
But you got to be. You know what? There's something good about his honesty.
Now I want to show, but Steve, before you get out of here, we're gonna go to break, Josh.
Look at the contamination.
I'm going to show you. This is the boss move. This is the boss move right there. That's how you. That's almost like King Charles.
That's exactly right.
The dog in the everybody's saying on social media that rolls his pack.
Yep.
That's how you. That's how.
Don't think I'm not coming in to get one.
Come on. That's right. Because you're a man.
I'm not scared of that. I want to say one thing before we jump off here.
Yes.
First and foremost, thanks to you two guys for what y'all have done for our family the last couple of weeks. I just can't describe or give you the emotion of what y'all's texts and calls and everything y'all have done for our community, the whole Garland County, the whole network or the web. I call them the tribe. All the people that have helped. I can never thank everybody enough. I don't want to miss anybody, but I just want you to know your prayers are felt. God is real. And prayers are real, and we feel them. And so, to all of you guys, thank you.
Well,
enough of the sad. Now, let's be happy.
Great to see you. Give Melissa a big hug from us.
Absolutely. We love you.
And I'm coming after them wings.
Get them.
Come on.
But
that might be a game move for Josh, but I'm coming in there.
I want Josh. I want you to look at the picture and say, would you try one of the wings on the?
This is how David does it. He eats the chicken. And he puts it his eating bones right on top of the other chicken, which for some people is a game changer, which means, well, they're all his now.
So, some would say like a dog going over.
Yep, absolutely.
And just taking care of it.
Absolutely.
It's his area.
This is what you've just said was, don't touch my junk.
Yeah. But I love Steve goes, I don't care.
I don't care. I'm scared of that. I'll eat in bed, too.
Good deal. Good. Yeah, that's a real man right there.
Hey, You get rid of the vacuum cleaner. David just needs a little battery blower every morning. Gets up, blows the crumbs out of the bed, vacuums them up.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for getting me.
Yeah, listen, and you can get that battery blower at Cupid's later on today.
All right.
Thank you, Steve. We love
you guys. Love you guys. Thank you all so much.
All right, don't go away. 9:30 live here at a very busy family market. It's a beautiful day, and they're doing great deals, giving away a lot of stuff. So stop by and see them.
Live fan feedback on 103.7 The Buzz is powered by Whit Davis Lumber Plus. Whit Davis Lumber Plus, more than a lumber yard.
This is SportsCenter.
Game times have been released for Arkansas baseball and their Super Regional Series against the Tennessee Volunteers. It's a Saturday, Sunday, and potentially Monday series coming up in Fayetteville this weekend. The first game is on Saturday, June 7th at 4 p.m. You can catch it on ESPN and right here on 103.7 The Buzz. Sunday, June 8th, it'll be a 2 p.m. first pitch, ESPN and The Buzz again. And then Monday, June 9th, it'll be TBD on both. The Hogs are searching for their first College World Series appearance since 2022. The Stanley Cup Finals begin tonight as the defending champion Florida Panthers out of the Eastern Conference take on the Western Conference champion Edmonton Oilers. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. You can catch it on TNT. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. That's a 30% chance of rainfall. It'll be really warm, up to 88 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a 10% chance of a shower. More scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely tomorrow with a high temperature around 87. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Join the zone each Monday for game balls and jock straps, brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Find out who made the best, average, and worst headlines in sports and entertainment each Monday as Justin and DJ give you their game balls and jock straps on the zone from 10 to 1. It's all brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Call today to get your landscape updated to a whole new level and be listening for game balls and jock straps only on 103.7 The Buzz.
Fellas, you thinking about starting TRT? That time is now at Low T Center. The consultation and test are free for a limited time only. Don't let Low T slow you down this summer, man. Get the energy you need at Low T Center. Book now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com. You can thank me later.
For every smile shared, for every adventure that sparks a lifetime of memories, for inspiring a love of nature that never ages, for conserving wonder for our world, for generations, for 100 years of memories made, and for the ones still to come. Join us as we celebrate 100 wild years at the Little Rock Zoo, where the past meets the future, for now and for the next 100 years.
This is Pat Bradley, and you've heard it before on The Buzz, how Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is helping members step into the future with their summer auto loan special. Ultra low rates as low as 1.99%, 84 months financing and no payments for 90 days. Offer valid on new, used, or refinance 23, 24, and 25 models. Deals like this don't last forever. Apply online at alcoacommunityfcu.org and drive into the future with Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, serving 15 counties across central Arkansas.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now, for a limited time, get 2.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end July 7th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Luxury Pool & Spa in Conway and Russellville have great rebates going on now for your pool with Pool Life and Bacquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Spa Chemicals and Frog Systems. That's what I use in my spa. Live a life of luxury with Luxury Pool & Spa. Check them out online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
For all you parents and grandparents, I have huge news for you. Summerwood Sports, the state-of-the-art sports complex located right off Highway 5 in Bryant, is now offering 2 summer camps for grades 3 through 7 this summer. Campers will not only get to participate in sports, games, movies, and more, but will also receive lunch along with a daily devotional each day. Camps run June 9th through the 12th and July 14th through the 17th. So, don't wait. Sign up today. For more details, click on summerwoodsports.com.
Hey everybody, this is NFL Hall of Famer Dan Hampton, and I love hanging out with Baz and the boys on the Buzz. Tune in every morning so you can get the news just like I do.
Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Dixie Road.
This is what I feel.
My heart goes drifting down dusty Dixie Road.
I recognize that one.
Oh, wow.
Excellent stuff. Thank you, Josh. Yes, good stuff.
You know what?
That's if you didn't know, they performed at Simmons Bank Arena. That's Roger Scott and Justin Moore.
Thank you, David. Thank you for that. And thank you to James Ballantyne for mentioning that I forgot to do something. We should have played this game with Brad.
Oh, I know what's coming.
What's that bulge in his pocket?
But now
you didn't even have to ask.
Didn't even have to.
He forwarded it to
sure
you.
He gave you. And before we get David Jr. on, we want to remind everybody that everybody is welcome to come to the Family Market stores many times, as often as you can. But Brad, we're going to need to know when you come. We need to give us a call 30 minutes before you get here, Brad, just so we do it. That's a fantastic deal. I know some people were on the D3 Auto Sales text line saying, we should stop screaming, we should stop playing him chirping and all that. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. It's what we do when we're on the road, but we appreciate you putting up with us all day long. Thank you very much. And got a fun call from Steve Shields. Thank you, Steve Shields. Come by and hang out with us sometime.
And what is Big Monday? Oh, let's go.
It's premium grade, Baz. It's premium for mid-grade and mid-grade for regular.
David?
Yes, sir. That's a we've had for a long time, and people in Hot Springs will be familiar with it, but it's always been our busiest day of the week. We've built up a good customer loyalty following on Mondays, and that's just come by Monday, and you can get mid-grade gas for the price of unleaded, and our mid-grade gas and a premium gas for the price of mid-grade. So we have a lot of people that I remember over the years say, hey, I only come to your store on Monday because I'm going to take advantage of that deal. And that's from sun up to sundown every Monday. That's not just a summer deal. It's year-round. So
let me tell you something. Baz and I were talking about this yesterday. Now, I don't know. Ballantyne, I don't know if he's done it. I don't know if anybody else has done it. We were talking about because of his window broken down, and you get to the point to where I remember having my driver's side window broken at times, and I'd go up to a drive-thru and have to open the door and get the food out. Right. I've been wondering, have you ever done that? Some people, Josh has never lived in a time where I don't think you've always had a good car. I don't mean to say anything other than because back when we were growing up, all we had, if we didn't have the crank, the windows, you used the driver's side more than anything else. So you did it out of necessity. And then that same person who had to do that, in my mind, I would think, you know what? Once a month, I'm going to get 93 octane to put in my car to clean out the injectors.
That's right.
Well, for a guy like me, I will come on Big Monday and get the higher octane gas when I get, and think, that's what a good mechanic would do. Right. I don't know, but whatever it is, if you like, we've got 87, 89, and 93 octane. You also have special fuels here for boats. Anything on the water? What do you call the Sea-Doos?
That's right.
All of those things, jet skis and all that. So you got fuel for everybody out this way. But on Big Mondays, you come and you can get the next step up that you might normally get. For that same price. Premium for mid-grade and mid-grade for regular.
Yes, sir.
I know you're a sports guy. You got several things going on sports-wise. You got the College World Series for women going on tonight. No Oklahoma. You got Texas and Texas Tech, rather, which is sort of crazy if you ask me.
Yeah.
And, of course, Texas Tech has the $1 million pitcher. And
she's good.
Then you've got hockey. Are you a hockey guy?
I follow it casually. I'm kind of rooting for Edmonton.
Look at you. Very nice.
Canadians deserve to win the Stanley Cup. It's been too long.
Well, I'm a big Kachuk, the Kachuk brothers fan. Love the Kachucks. Then you got the NBA. They got the finals tomorrow night. Who you rooting for there? Oklahoma City.
That'd be cool to see the Hog guys win a title. That'd be cool. And Coach Dagnall of the Thunder, he came to our gyms last summer.
That's right. How cool is that?
Isaiah Joe had his camp, and he drove.
Was he nice?
Oh, he was awesome. He just sat in the stands. You just thought there was a dad there to watch his son. He was very non-ego, and he was the coach of the year. And
here's the deal. We're going to make the pact now, Josh. Josh, if you're still working with us next year at this time,
I thought you meant later today. If I'm still working,
we have got to go to an NBA game there next year.
Yeah, it's too close.
There's two we got to go to. We got to go to one of their games because it's close, and the other was Anthony Black. We got to go down to figure out where Orlando is playing, whether it be Dallas or.
They'll come to Oklahoma City.
That's
there
right.
You go.
Yeah,
we need to do that.
So you've got that, and of course you've got the Super Regional Saturday and Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You feel good about that? Are you going up?
I did not like to see Tennessee.
I know.
Right there.
Everybody's saying the same thing. Like, oh,
this makes me sick. And just if anybody had to take us out, just to hear, those guys, those jokers. But they're playing good. So
I wonder if they care. The people who put the selection committee.
They see those storylines.
If they look, they just played two. Yeah. What did you say, Josh? You think
I believe they do. I believe that was the entire point.
Like, that's a disadvantage to Arkansas, though. It's a major disadvantage.
The seeding is weird to me. Vanderbilt finished like 4th or 5th in the conference, and they got the number.
I didn't get that either. I didn't understand that either.
Knocked out at home, and it's been weird.
I never got. Can I tell you? I was sort of shocked when somebody said, "Well, number 1 Vanderbilt got knocked out, number 1 seed." I'm like, number 1 seed.
Yeah.
I must have missed that somehow that they got the number 1 seed. Like, well, how did that happen?
I thought the same
Josh,
thing.
do you have any? Huh?
They won the conference tournament, but
how did they get the number 1 seed?
Everybody talks about how they don't care about the conference. All the teams just want to lose and come home, so they won a tournament nobody cares about, and they got the number 1 seed.
I guess maybe because they were winning and nobody else was playing, so I guess because they keep stacking wins. And
it feels like a weird way to
I know. I'm with you.
The French Open is going on, Roger. I think our friend Greg and Lee Hatch are over there watching that. That would be a cool deal to do. That would be sort of it's not really something I want to do, but if I was over there, that would be a cool thing to go watch.
Can we do that like at the first of the week so I can be here for mainline trivia? Can we do that? I mean, can we go there? Can we get there in a couple of days?
I'm glad you brought that up, Roger, because we got 2 things. And David, one of them you're invited to, and one of them is the countdown to kickoff, July 24th. Taylor Green, Bobby Petrino, Niall Davis, Casey Dick. Go to the Buzz website. You'll see to get tickets there, or you can go to LittleRockHall.com, which is downtown, to be able to get the tickets there. That you can buy VIPs and get a chance to take pictures with them after the the event. And then you've got Betting 101 for Women next Tuesday, June 10th. Email Chuck@signalmedia.com. Presented by Oaklawn, Cash, and AY Magazine. Free food, free drink at Cash, which is by itself pretty cool. Cool. Free admission, get in and do this.
Great atmosphere.
If ladies, like we had somebody last night sitting at Josh's table. I don't know if we should even say Josh. I think you mentioned her name earlier, but her husband is like Josh. They love to play the gaming, the betting game.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh my gosh, that sounds interesting. Just to maybe help me a little bit know what my husband is up to." So, ladies, the main thing
is sort of like Al-Anon.
It's free, and you just got to go to Chuck@signalmedia.com to get that information.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, just email Chuck.
Exactly right. And then but you're not going up there this weekend, right?
No, I don't think it's going to work out. But man, I love they take care of business.
You've got the Hendricks Camp.
Yes, sir.
Up there. It's like Camp David. Oh my God!
Your dad just showed us the video. Said if we didn't have a place
to cool.
stay, we'd love to go up there. I don't know why we're not there right now.
You should be.
It's a beautiful place.
I do want to thank Southern Bank for sponsoring Family Feud. And speaking of Europe, I think Chris Roberts was over in Europe. It seems like everybody we know is getting over there. Who was we talking to besides the Hatchers that were going? Who?
Brad.
Brad was going over there.
He's going over there.
You're going over there. JB's going over there.
Oh, that's right. You're going to Europe. Is everything all right? Is it the last stages of surgery that we don't know about? I don't know what it is. Are you doing something that you can't get done here?
Real quick. Let's. Why don't we throw out? Why don't you throw out for David before we go to break, real quickly? Let's throw out a Razorback trivia question from Boudreaux's trivia last night.
Ooh, okay.
Because some of these were not easy. Okay, tell you what. Give him the coach that. Changed the Razor.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I just blew it.
The change.
Sorry.
You didn't say his name.
That's right. I didn't say his name.
Which coach it was?
Yeah.
So it's the coach that changed the name from the Cardinals to the Razorback.
He said he got off the back of the train after the Razorbacks beat LSU.
I'll give you a hint.
Has my letter name. Has a Z in it.
It's the same first name and the same. If I get this right, Bounty, back me up. It's the same first name and the same last name initial as the cologne. There's a cologne. It's not a clothing. It's a cologne. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
This right here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
You see? Okay, you know it.
It's a cologne and a suit.
That's exactly. And a suit. All right, very good. Does that help at all?
Michael Jordan used to wear these suits all the time.
There you go. Very good. Very good.
Armani.
Laugh it up there,
HB are their initials.
HB.
Well, yeah, he's giving away the game.
What'd you say, Josh?
He's giving away the game here.
Well, I don't think he's going to get it.
I'm gone. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I should know that one.
High degree of difficulty.
What's the name of the suit?
Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss.
No, but
Hugo.
Come on.
Yeah, was it?
With a B.
Blitz,
Close enough.
Yeah.
Bezdek.
Hugo Bezdek. Hugo Bezdek. Do you know this? I guess I didn't pay attention. Who was the last Razorback baseball player to go number 1 overall?
Yeah, he just came back a couple weeks ago.
He did.
How about that?
Yeah.
I was telling Josh that I knew it would be tough for this table.
Jeff King.
Jeff King was with me. He was my age. Yeah, up there.
Last one.
Yeah.
Cool.
What year was the first Razorback ball game under the lights?
This is impossible. This is very tough.
I'll give you 2 years. I'll give you 2 years on either side.
That gives you the chance.
Yeah.
What year?
It was around my era. That gives you something. I didn't play with lights.
They played with car lights.
It's like 85?
Sort of did.
Was it that late?
89.
89. Whoa.
Just think, I left in 85, and they brought the lights in 87.
Crazy.
Yeah, 89.
It's like Wrigley Field, man.
I know.
It's late.
Hey, we had to come down Little Rock to play at night.
Yeah, how about that?
And
you probably enjoyed playing Little Rock, didn't you, Dave?
Covered wagons get down here, too. That's
sure
how we get down.
The train came on down.
The train, that's it.
Unfortunately, they had cups, so nobody could grab their junk.
We'll come back and wrap things up here at Family Market. Don't go away.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it.
When we hit West Memphis, there were blue lights in our review.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. The world record for the half marathon now begins with a 56, as Uganda's Jacob Kiplimo took a remarkable 48 seconds off the previous record at the 2025 Barcelona half marathon, clocking in at a ridiculous 56 minutes 42 seconds to become the first person to ever break 57 minutes. That is a pace of 4:19 per mile for 13 miles. This blazing pace is mind-blowing. The ancient Greek Pheidippides would salute this historic achievement. And if Pheidippides had run into a Doublebees, he could have gotten a Gatorade that would have done him a world of good. Because Gatorade has what plants crave, electrolytes. Come on into a Doublebees near you to refresh yourself. Or as the youngsters say, hydrate. Doublebees. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebees.
The Camping World Open House is coming to Camping World in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Join us June 5th through the 8th and take advantage of special open house pricing on the nation's best selection of new and used RVs. Don't miss your chance to enter the ultimate RV giveaway and win a brand new RV. Plus, enjoy exciting on-site activities the whole family will love. With an RV for every lifestyle and a payment for every budget, there's never been a better time to buy. Get all the details at campingworld.com/North Little Rock.
I'm Allison Greenwood. I live in Pulaski County. I got a notice from my insurance carrier saying that my premium was going up to over $1,000 a month. My insurance agent called me and said, "Hey, Farm Bureau has a new product." I said, "Well, tell me more." In less than 24 hours, I was signed up with the Farm Bureau health plan, saving over $500 a month, and I was a happy girl.
Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas. Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
Summer's here, y'all. It's time to make memories with your friends and your family. But fellas, don't let low testosterone steal those times from you, man. Get TRT at Low T Center. Don't jack around with online TRT services either, man. Sure, they're easy, but more times than not, you end up spending hundreds of dollars on unreliable test kits and waiting days for lab results before you even know if you qualify. If you need TRT, you need to trust the experts at Low T Center. They've been changing patients' lives for over 15 years. That's right. They are the OGs. They are the pioneers of TRT. You better believe it. There's never been a better time to call Low T Center. Right now, you can get a free medical consultation and a free T-test. And with Low T's on-site lab, if you qualify, you can start treatments that day. With convenient locations across Arkansas, you can be seen by one of Low T Center's healthcare professionals and get started right away. By the way, if you're looking to lose a few pounds, Low T Center has prescription weight loss options available. Most major insurances are accepted. Don't wait, fellas. Go right now to fixmylowt.com fixmylowt.com to book your appointment. That's fixmylowt.com. You'll be glad you did.
Congratulations to Alan Gallardo Lopez of Fayetteville and Lily Bershears of Rogers for being named the All-Arkansas Preps Outstanding Players of the Year in Cross Country, as chosen by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. They are among the 400 Arkansas high school athletes who will be honored at the All-Arkansas Preps Awards Banquet on Saturday, June 14th, sponsored by CHI St. Vincent. The event is emceed by Steve Sullivan with special guest David BAZZEL and linebacker for the New Orleans Saints, Demaria Davis. To find out more about the athletes selected or to purchase tickets to the event, visit allarkansaspreps.com.
Arkansas is known for its beauty. Rolling hills, scenic fields and valleys, and beautiful rivers run through our state. We want to keep Arkansas beautiful, but we need your help. Do your part by not littering and by keeping your community clean. Register for a local cleanup or become a litter grabber to fight litter at your own pace. Your community needs you. Join us in keeping Arkansas beautiful. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to learn more. This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
Here's something you didn't see coming, a time management lesson. Take your lunch break from work and go to a nearby fast food location, and on the best day, it's going to take you about 20 minutes. Time it takes to make a petit jean sandwich and put it in a brown bag? 4 minutes max. You save 4.5 days a year. You save even more money. And with petit jean meat, you get variety with ham, bologna, bacon. Oh my gosh. Try it for a week. Fast food versus great food. Petit jean meat, you'll taste the difference.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state, with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
Fast tracks, liners, and a party barge strung together.
All right,
like a
wrapping up things here. A couple minutes to go. Josh, we haven't mentioned it yet. Are you officially going to cover the Super Regional this weekend for the Buzz?
I think that's the plan. I have not.
I think, and I think Double R is going to go up there as well. Maybe
yeah,
not
on Friday. Trey was telling me I have a room in a couple nights. I haven't gotten the credential thing yet. Actually, I emailed Kyle today for that. So yeah.
661-1037. Only got a couple of minutes left. There's one I wanted to read. Texas softball has a girl from Rosebud, Arkansas. I never root for the Burnt Orange, but I cheer for Arkansas athletes. We need to look that up, Josh, and see if she is a starter. I don't know if that's the case or not. I want to thank everybody here, Raj. Hendricks and
most everybody.
The Hendricks and Paula. Who else we need to sing on the staff?
Paula.
And who else?
And Ricky Thomas.
And Ricky and who else? Anybody else? Doug and
Bobby
David?
over here. Doug and David are right here. Absolutely.
Thank them so much for inviting us.
Landon's over there. There's Doug. They've got the community coffee guys been running in and out. They've got Paula's been giving away. You've got a few more minutes left to get you a free Bahama Mama. A few more minutes left to get you a free pint of chocolate milk from Highland Dairy.
Yes.
And do you know that? Do you think that they changed the name to Highland after Walt did what he did with Kentucky Roll?
I don't
so
know.
You still got a free cup of community coffee any size until we leave here today.
Yes.
And you can get that, but 10 cents off a gallon of gas with your rewards card all month long. And of course, the gallon of milk. How long is a gallon of milk lasting? Till for the month of June. With your rewards card, $3.99.
Wow, $3.99 is a heck of a deal.
What I say?
Yeah,
that's huge. That's big. Again, these are going out of business prices at a grand old opening.
All right, a couple things before we pitch it to DJ. So apparently, the girl from Rosebud is a stud, first baseman. Is that right, Josh? Hit 3 home runs. Somebody just sent us a message.
She's hit 382 this year, and has a 492 on base. She's got 17 homers and 63 runs driven in. Her name is, I believe, Jolie Mitchell. Jolie Mitchell. She went to Notre Dame before.
Yeah, thanks, Chase from Jasonville. A lot of people are writing that in. Somebody says Josh should have worn his wife beater his tank top from last night this morning.
Somebody was asking what he's doing wearing that
tank top
in a restaurant. Yeah, I don't know.
So Roger,
I didn't know anything was wrong with that.
Said Roger, I was at Hogs literally from head to toe last night and didn't win. I got jobbed. That was, I guess, you awarded the best dressed Razorback.
I didn't award anybody. The judges did, and Melanie Hammond had on a hat.
Hog hat. Did she win?
A hat. Yeah, she won. A shirt. She had on shoes. This I don't know who this is unless this is Greg. Now, he had on a hat, he had on a shirt, he had on socks. I don't know if that's Greg.
Do you have a second place?
No. If you ain't first, you're last. First, you're last. I want to literally punch you in the groin right now. I really do.
Hey, who's are
hi.
you filling in for? Are you filling in again today, Josh?
I am not.
Okay. Is DJ there?
He is not. Christian's also down the hall.
Thank you, Paula. Look at Paula.
Thank you, Paul. Look at Paula right there.
Paula, oh my gosh.
She's number one.
Thank you. Listen, the folks here.
They're shutting down now.
Yeah, thank you. The folks here at Family Market are unbelievable. First class people.
Paul is the best.
Glad to have him in Arkansas. Glad to have him as a partner, a long-time partner on the
thank you,
on
Paul.
Morning
Yes,
Mayhem.
thank you,
They're back to the show with no name, all going back a long way. So.
Absolutely. This is a great spot. This place is
my
growing.
God,
it's
this
huge.
is a great area.
Fuel for every one of what you have, whether it be a car, a truck, diesel, ethanol, Sea-Doos, boats, all of that.
Two of your great players here from trivia at Mainline Sports Bar.
My longtime buddies from Central Junior High School. Are they tearing that down? They're tearing down our high school right now. They're tearing down the field house. And our high school is being torn down right now. Steve Qualls and Mike Garner. And Mike, his family owned the shoe hospital.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That's right. We're down on Central Avenue. Mike's moved back to Arkansas. And so glad to have him back.
Maybe have you guys like do like a reunion, a show.
They do it all the time.
What's the name of the show that the Little Rascals? That you guys are like Little Rascals.
Oh my
God! Y'all have grown up to get. Spanky. Buckwheat.
I'm Buckwheat, he says.
Someone says here, Jolie Mitchell was the 2019 Gatorade Arkansas Player of the Year. How did Arkansas miss on her? Good question. And how about this? Rose Bud. Half of your Glenn Rose answer last night.
It was.
Yes.
It was. Makes no sense.
We will be back in studio tomorrow. It's going to be a wild show because it's only day in studio, so we got a lot of people going to be coming by. Buckle up. It'll be fast-paced and fun. We got to finish watching No Country for Old Men. I'm about 45 minutes left.
Okay.
Friendo.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
That's actually in the scene where he's flipping the coin.
Okay.
He says friendo, and the guy goes, he doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like,
I'll watch it.
The psycho, I don't know. Flipping the coin. Don't put the coin back in your pocket.
What's his name in the show?
Anton Sugar.
Anton Sugar.
Well, that's who you've been today. You've been Anton Sugar. You've been that.
I love you, man.
I love you,
I
too.
love you, man.
And we love all of our listeners, too.
Yes.
Even the ones that said we were screaming too much or blame me for all the screams.
They can get over it.
You get over it. Here's the deal. We love you.
Yes, we love you.
We love you very much.
You get mad at us sometimes. We still love you.
Yeah.
Josh, good job back in the studio. We'll see you back tomorrow morning. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
so much.
Family Market.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Great day here. All right, Zone's up next.